We can't stop it again, Jesus. Morning, everybody. Oh, hold on. Diana, Diana, she soon come. Okay, this is Leo Gilling morning on a Saturday morning. This beautiful Saturday morning, and I hope to have Diana, and then I hope to have Michelle this morning. I hope that everybody joins us and be able to join us on the conversation this morning. We have a whole heap of hot things to talk about this morning, and but Diana came on a while ago, but she said her camera wasn't making her look good and pretty enough. So since 9 o'clock come, it appears that I have to be the only one on here this morning. And so before the whole discussion starts, before anybody comes on, I just wanted to keep the chatting going on. Diana, you hear me? You can hear me? She's backstage looking pretty. But in the meantime, you know, JD Tan just launched a program, a project that it's a mentorship project, and we'd love to have as many of you on board as we can. We have a lot of people joining. Where it's for now, it's the initial phase of something that we are going to be rolling out in a big way, and so we're asking people to sign up or to register as um, as mentors, so that you can help the children of Jamaica uh, be where you are or be better, more advanced than where you are today. That's what we hope for the future, right? So that our children are better than us. And so this mentorship program is meant not necessarily to teach academics. No, we can talk about it, but more so to get students more emotionally literate. Uh, oh yeah, we didn't, not yet. More emotionally literate. They're capable of understanding themselves and understanding how to relate to others, how to be in an environment that is not necessarily cell phone to cell phone, but rather person to person. Um, when you are person to person, you're probably capable of handling conflicts better than if you're doing it on a cell phone. If you're talking one on one on a cell phone through Messenger or through WhatsApp, there's no emotion there. It's just words, and you can pretty much say anything, and you piss off people all the time. And so when you finally get in front of a person, you don't know how to be other than the person, the cell phone messenger person that you are. And so that can cause a lot of conflicts in schools, in classrooms, among people, among everyone. And so what we're trying to do with a mentorship program is to help to create, to understand yourself first, and then understand how it is to relate to other persons around you and globally, nationally, globally, because you have to understand all of these things to be successful in life in order to you to adopt and to adapt to life. Diana, you look pretty
Yeah.
long time. I don't know where you're about to run off. I think I'm telling people I'm a pretty long time. So I don't know where you're taxi.
But me I try find it on Facebook. Which part we there?
With the Jamaicans.com.
No, we're not upon conversations live.
Because me never set it up.
But you know normal.
Yeah, but next week when it's done, set up and everything,
But we tell
everybody,
people,
we,
we tell people say it
we're
about be there.
we're
Very
able
careful.
to advertise it properly, and we're able to invite our friends properly, so that we can have a big bash next week when we come on. That's the way it
All right.
goes, right?
All right, let me go find us on Jamaicans.com and
It's the com, not com, com. Dot
That's how it was. So that's
com.
how we know. That's it,
But,
whatever.
I see if anybody want nobody not start chat with you anywhere yet. So um uh, but you don't listen to me a while ago, right? You don't listen to me a
Me,
chat a while
you
ago.
talk about emotions and you talk about mentorship program and talk about WhatsApp and how people indifferent when they end up on WhatsApp and how they no behave right.
That is
So
absolutely true. That's what we're
that's
talking
how
about.
my head interpret it to be.
Yes, and
Um,
your interpretation is actually right. And
mhm.
I know there are a couple of people on YouTube already. There are a few on Facebook already, and a couple of people started chat with you already. All people from Dalton and
Oh, that's
Brunswick in
Jackie.
Tennessee.
That's Jackie. She that's Miss Jackie. Um we know her now, man. That are the one Miss Jackie. She come on for that thing. Let me go
Okay,
to
but
my fun,
so
fun, fun.
we have we have several persons already watching, but it's a new time. When Jamaica catches up with us here in America with the time, because my time is 9 o'clock and them still I say 8 o'clock. So then she yes, Diana, she still the back of time, and that's why she late this morning, because me tell her 9 o'clock, and she converted that to 8 o'clock and said she couldn't get up so early. So there we go.
Paula Chamber says, good morning, Dr. Diana and Leo. Good morning. Thank you so much. Good to see and hear you. Paula, you catch up with we say we're there early. But home, I thought my lighting would have been much better. It's a that. I forgot to fix that.
Yeah, it's kind of dark a little bit.
Yeah, like
So you're
thing
not
I
as
work. I forgot
perky
to
as when I
fix that.
woke up at 5 o'clock last week.
Huh?
You're not as perky. You don't look as perky
No, not
as
at
when
this hour of the morning. I mean, I get up, though this morning I get up and let me tell you, I cooked pop chow and saltfish and two caramel dumpling. Me think I must see niggeritis for after me eat that. Me think me this one on my day. Me think I must see niggeritis.
Diana, you get up and cook pop chor. You know, somebody tell me that. Me tell them when I go to the supermarket, the more and pop chor. And the man understand me, the Jamaican man understand, but the person when I go there with them, I talk about what they call it? Pak chai? Or what they call
The
it?
boy is pak choy. He lame.
A pop
But
chow. No pop
I know
chow,
no
we
no
know
no
it
no
as.
chow. I know no chow. I know
Yeah,
chow till we get it.
what
And when we Jamaican get it on pak chow. Pak choy.
me never know
No sir.
nothing about no damn pak chai, but pop chow. That's what I mean.
Mm-mm.
We grow it and we eat it. It's full of water though, beer water. Because after
No man, it nice and chowy and crunchy and nice when you put little saltfish in there and barely cook. You know, if you boil it down.
that's the
I know
problem,
boil
because we
down business. You know, love boil
Jamaicans
too much.
boil down everything. So anytime
Mm-hmm.
there are two things that I don't like putting in a pot: a pop chow, and what did that one name again? One other one, leafy one. Where
Mm?
where
Kalalu?
where no, they always put it in a like the egg, when the egg turnover thing. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Anyway,
Scrambled egg.
they them put it in a with there's a breakfast scrambled egg with stuff but in it. But anyway, but
Leo,
those
yeah,
two
it's so
things,
strange things.
when you put them in a pot to
Eh.
cook like Jamaican, the weird Jamaican, it's like it's not even a 1/8 of what you put in a pot. Color will stay fluffy and enough. But these two things, and just it look like the water just come out of them and then just then turn none. Spinach, thank you very much, Paulette. Spinach better about.
Me
It's
not
like
eat so
none at
healthy, so
all.
me not put spinach in. I'm like, oh, but the spinach, I love spinach. That's
But,
true. But
but
I just barely toss it. I don't like it in eggs, though. I just toss my spinach with some garlic,
see,
butter,
Paulette have
and
sense too, and Anne Marie have sense. Uh-huh.
me not eat such healthy
John
breakfast.
Wicklow also
Spinach
have
not
sense.
belong
Eh?
in my breakfast plate.
And then say spinach supposed to make you strong. But by the time you done cooking, nothing at all left in the pot. Nothing.
Popeyes, only Popeye spinach makes strong spinach, and I make ordinary black people strong. You have to strong before.
And so,
Boy.
so pop show, you can't cook it long, you can't cook spinach long. Thank you so much, guys, for because I don't understand. I don't understand why Diana don't understand. Say a spinach me I talk about. That's supposed to be an
Because
easy thing.
because I don't eat such healthy breakfast. My breakfasts are typically Jamaican. Which Jamaican get up and make spinach and scrambled eggs for breakfast? I made pop choy with saltfish and two caramel dumplings for my breakfast because I never have no more yam. My
Oh,
neighbor
so,
give me a piece
all
of
right,
yam.
all right, all
You
right.
know,
All right.
it's so
Hey,
chill.
Diana, hey, let me tell you something. You see.
Nice.
Let me tell you something about Diana. If Diana wake up late in no part, go get fried dumpling. Okay? So when me I hear my cook dumpling this morning with
Me say me cook boiled caramel
boiled
dumpling
dumpling, that's,
because I'm
because,
on a diet. I'm trying to lose weight. So I cut out fried stuff.
oh, so you can't go for me some man, go get the fried dumpling them.
Hey, me have to give him a rest. I have to
Ah,
treat him like COVID walk far.
because this man up the street, the only thing he cook and sell is fried dumpling. That's it.
No, the only thing me buy from him, but he cook all kind of breakfast
Oh, he
items. The
does?
only thing me find useful over there is him fried dumpling. Anyway, let me catch up with the chats. Paulette says, good morning, Dr. Diana and Leo. Jackie says, please send me a link to me at Jackie Plant Brissette, please. Want to send Jackie our own link.
What that mean?
Jean Wignall said, good morning, una early. Jeez, love no, she says though. Never mind, so wake her up early. No, she's still there. Paulette says, I got the notification. Yes,
Oh,
you got the
that's good.
notification for Jamaican for conversation live.
Oh, she
Yes,
got
we
it for
did try set it up.
conversation live.
The Paulette
Okay.
says, yes. Jackie
Okay.
says, I set my alarm clock to wake up early. Dr. Diana, send me some of your breakfast. Last Miss Jackie, you'd have to go come for me. Not telling you lie, you'd have to go come for. And it tastes so good. I got a Scotch bonnet pepper. Hey, you never find say the Scotch bonnet pepper, they not no flavor.
They're not no more
Well,
scotching
let
on
me
them.
tell
They're
you,
not no more
me
scotching on
assume
them.
say the Scotch bonnet now no flavor. I maybe
No, they're not no more scotching on them. And I understand that because when we
no
used to
Scotch
grow up,
gone.
whole heap of scotch could get your drunk, you smell it. It get you
Yes.
drunk. But
Well, let me
there's
tell you, said this
only
I want
pepper
to
now.
turn up proper. So may I go save some of the seeds for plant. Yes, me planting stuff. May I try? Um, yes, may I send you some. You might have to go comfort. And then she says spinach, Leo is spinach, and everybody with them bright self knows say spinach. Spinach. Yes, all right. Spinach me here. No say spinach. But I know where Leo come from. But him I make breakfast with scrambled egg and spinach. Hey, but it's not easy. Michael Thomas is in the house. He says, good
Good morning,
morning.
Michael. How
Morning,
you doing?
folks. He says, Anne Marie Thomas Kizido says, too much oxalate, it gives kidney stones. What are you talking about?
Which one of them?
It's almost spinach. We don't
Oxalate, yes.
understand him.
What you call it? What?
Oxalate or
Oxalite.
oxalate. Anne
Which
Marie,
one is that?
explain that for me because we know so bright
Yeah,
on the
we not have them
building thing.
the kind of yeah, we're not doing the kind of education there yet. So please tell us the thing.
Miss Anne Marie from Clarendon, hail up, tell me how the thing state. So you're the one, Paulette, no? I made spinach with scrambled eggs. Oh, she did. That's what you made for
Told
this
you,
morning.
I told you.
Uh, not
You know,
Jamaican. Anne Marie says, so nice to hear my Jamaicans real talk, no tongue, original and authentic. The longer you stay, the more you learn.
and it's not like Diana can't speak spoken. Diana is very good at speaking spoken. Okay,
Anne Marie, there's a time and a place for everything, my dear.
absolutely.
Mr. Leo, sound like my dad says, Anne Marie. Anne Marie, she catch Fairland this morning.
Jesus
And
Christ.
Dr. Diana, you are awesome. Thank you very much. And
But
come
you know,
tell
Diana,
us what you do, where you from, what is your
Diana,
passion, what you do
speaking
this
of the
holiday
food in
weekend.
our,
It's a
in our
big
early
holiday
morning there,
weekend.
right? I remember the first time I had you're going to have to tell me what this is.
No, me not telling nothing from me, no know
Please,
nothing.
please. It's you do the egg, mix it and put it in the frying pan, right? And then you season up the sardine, and then you flip the sardine into
Omelette.
omelette.
That boy a back
So
up.
the first time he eat, I remember the first time he eat omelette on
Was a sardine
1978.
omelette.
Eh?
Okay, tell me the first time I eat
1978.
omelette.
I had a girlfriend that made me an omelette, and me never eat omelette in my egg, we call it sardine or egg in my life. Never
Mhm,
had it like that. And
mhm.
I don't remember having it again. Right? Because the only thing I remember, I saw her mix the egg and she put it in the pot and then it fry and if she flip it and then after I flip me knows that she put a whole heap of pepper and thing and thing and then she put it on one side and then flip the egg and put it on plate. That was the best thing in my whole life.
You
Never
never
had
get
that in
that.
my life and it was really, really, really good. Never had it again. Me don't remember that.
Well,
So I
well,
must have
well.
tried.
Then you never try for yourself.
Because most times when people give you egg and omelette, it mash up. Like, it's you know.
No,
But
no, Leo, a scrambled egg. That a scrambled egg. So you either get scrambled egg or you get an omelette. An omelette can mash up, Leo. Omelette. The whole idea is that it look
that's
like a
what I'm
patty.
saying. When me get most
You should
times when
never
me
put no cheese in there.
yeah, me need somebody who can make me a good omelette.
I'm gonna send you one link to YouTube. Mm. Ooh. All right. Michael Tomlinson says, morning, morning, Michael. Jackie says, spinach, Leo. Yes, everybody tell him that. I set my alarm to wake up Dr. Diana. Okay. I think I read it. Me not like read that one, Me read it on the other stream. Me read it
which
backwards.
which one?
I've made spinach with scrambled eggs. Yes. Anne Marie, she enjoy fair catch her lent. Stephanie Jackson says, good morning from Maryland. Good morning. Good to have you, people from Maryland, with your Jamaican government. Yeah, you go, girl.
What his name again?
Um,
Wezall.
yes,
But
big up
you
Wes.
know we had a Wezall back in our days, right?
Oh, a politician.
No, he's a cricketer. One
Oh,
of the
he was
fast
one of the
bowlers.
W's, the three W
Yes.
them.
One of the fast bowlers in our
Yes,
history. Yes. West Indies
yes.
history. Yeah.
Them
Nice
have
to
a
hear.
joke about them, them a bowl and them must see England they up against. And when them a Lego ball pan England, and the captain come and say, can't get wicket, get man. Ooh. Good morning, my friends. Lotney. Yes, I got the notification. Yeah, me send it out. Me know me send out and Leo no post it on
So we're not gonna
fast
set up the thing
conversation.
until next week. You'll get it full fledged. Yeah, right.
All
So
right.
we're going to
Stephanie,
launch the
where in
thing next
Maryland
week.
are you? How you do? What bring how you come here? You the day before and you never come. You Jamaican. Which part of Jamaica you come from? Or you just love Jamaican things and a fast in our business? What is it? Tell we.
And I'm full of it,
Lord gosh, Leo, what you put up so we must talk about now?
But no. I saw Integrity Commission.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I don't think there was anybody, any Jamaican in a Jamaica and outside of Jamaica who did not watch or was not gotten a chance to watch the Integrity Commission, the Oversight Committee hearing this week. That was quite an interesting thing.
All right. So in a nutshell, what happened? The oversight committee is a part of parliament, and they have these different bodies, government bodies, these quasi government bodies that come to report on matters from time to time. So the Integrity Commission is one of those bodies, and so the membership, the commissioners of the Integrity Commission attended to respond to some concerns. Is
Right.
that it in a nutshell?
That's it in a nutshell. The Oversight Committee requested that the Integrity Commission commissioners appear at the meeting to
Uh-huh.
answer questions.
Yes.
And
Usually when the oversight committee call up a commission or call up one organization, everybody go twet, because your friend say you don't do something wrong. But let me tell you, I think the integrity commission was impeccable.
I really feel so too.
Yes.
I think that I sense though, if you watched it, that the the chairman was fed up of a lot of things, the
Uh-huh.
way that he was going on.
The chairman of the commission or the chairman or the people them
The
who call
commission,
him.
Justice Panton, Justice
Oh,
Panton.
Justice
I
Panton.
sense that he was kind of upset about a lot of things because the Integrity Commission had been under a lot of pressure. People are telling him if he resign, I try to shut them down and all of them stuff there. And I think that he came back and tried to balance the whole book. You know what I mean? It was good to watch. If you are for the Integrity Commission, you would have enjoyed it because they really put on a good showing, and I think it all has to do with the fact that the prime minister has asked for a review, a judicial review that's coming up on the 7th. The hearing is going to come up on the 7th of
All
November.
right. So the Prime Minister is calling for judicial review of the Integrity Commission's existence
Well,
or his case.
remember that the commission is investigating the prime minister, and
Okay.
and because he's under investigation, he doesn't agree with a lot of the things that the commission has said
Okay.
are charged. And so
Okay.
what has happened is that in an effort to fight back,
Uh-huh.
he took the route of going to the judicial review
Uh-huh.
to say that, for example, parts of
You mean
the
when you said judicial review, sound like you mean in Ghana courthouse?
Ghana court, Ghana court.
Okay.
Ghana
Okay.
court. Remember say the only place in can go for that still is the court, because remember the Justice Panton this week said that the only place that they can report to is the court, right? So therefore, in order for the prime minister to have any kind of to push back on anything, the only place him can go at the court. So him gone to the court, the judicial review, to find out to pretty much get rid of the commission, to me, but because what the commission is there for is for the reasons that he's trying to, and I'll try to find it. Go on top. Let me find some of the things here, right?
They must go and talk, say.
Go on top.
Me
Go on
read it
top.
where people them say. Well, the one Paulette, she says she no see it yet. Paulette, go YouTube and look for PBS or one of them Jamaican station or RGR. One of them it out there. Lawton says special shout out to my cousin Debbie Cole, who is on today, also from Maryland. Whoa, welcome Debbie. Debbie, bring forward yourself and tell me how come you know Lawton. Lawton say you're a cousin, but you come explain up yourself.
Lawton of cousin
You come
Panya.
from same way down to Manchester with Lawton or down that side there.
Lawton of cousin Panya. Is that what you just said a while ago? Is that what you just said? You said Lawton of cousin Panya show?
Yes, but me not see her say nothing. Him say she named Debbie Cole and she in a Maryland too.
Okay.
So that is good. The one, hey Lana, she rise up early, Good morning, guys, checking in from North Carolina. And then Jackie, why you not just send a link to yourself and then you just join? So I didn't see the Integrity Commission. I am in the Bronx, so I am here to keep up with so we must tell you what go on. All right. Lana saying hi, Debbie. So Lana, you know Debbie? You know Lawton. So you must know Lawton cousin Debbie. Now that you must, but seem like you know. So Debbie, come make we explain up yourself and Anne Marie, explain up yourself, where you live, where you come from, which school you did go, all of that. Juliet is on. Hi Juliet, good to have you. How is mom? We haven't spoken about mom in a little while. Good morning, all, says Miss Juliet. Juliet, good to have you. Thanks for being here. Leo, I look for an article about the Integrity Commission, but Leo says that he sensed that the chair was Justice Panton was annoyed. I don't think that Justice Panton was annoyed. I think he was so measured in all his response. He attempted to make joke of certain things, but it's one of them time when people are make joke about something serious, but them are trying not to make you too offended or make you feel too liquor.
Well, if the reason why I say that, right, is
may I turn on sunlight because I don't understand how me look so dark. Me not so dark.
He said, me carry my own water coming today because me don't know
No,
You don't
no.
know
Put
what
it
you
in
have people in
context.
this
The
place
man
that drink.
says that he started off by saying that he noticed that when people come to parliament, they behave strangely. They begin to not be themselves and they become all these kind of things that he can't understand.
Yes.
So he's put it down to perhaps the water that they consume in parliament. So him not bother want none of them water for drink. He walk with free
In
water.
go in go in a bag, deep down in a bag,
And
and they go back
briefcase.
and say, me no want this water to drink inside here because you don't know
It's
what my
wrong
people
with
are
it.
doing because they're not talk sense, pretty much, you know.
Yes.
And I think subsequent to that, the JLP has had if you watch, if you follow X and the other one thread, you'll find that a lot of the JLP supporters and ministers themselves are claiming that how rude he was, but I didn't find it rude. I found
No,
it.
I didn't find it rude. I didn't.
I
Oh
found it.
no, I thought he
Yeah.
was such a measured and professional man.
Yeah.
And they wanting him to apologize because he's saying that they have not read the reports, and it is quite obvious that they have not read the report. And the man talked truth, so he must apologize for talking truth.
Well, and the fact is, his words about them not reading the report came to fruition the next day, or it's the
Really?
same day,
Uh-huh.
because in the same day, oh, I think is she? I think Michelle is trying to come on, but I don't see her. Okay, in the same day, what's his name again? MP Warmington went to the parliament and said
Mhm.
that he has not seen an audit report on the Integrity Commission for all these years that he's been there. Well, the, the Integrity Commission
Oh, the
heard,
financial report.
heard him say that,
Yes.
and they sent out a report the next morning and said, listen, our office has been audited for every year or 6 years, and it
Yes.
comes to your office in
Yes.
June every year.
Yes, and not only that, the Minister of Finance presents it every
Yes,
year.
exactly.
And but the irony in it though was that when Warmington asked for it, the minister himself responded to say it's not an unreasonable
It's
request.
not an unreasonable request, but he never said it wasn't there though.
Yes. So I say it was just a joke.
Yeah,
I mean, them take
and
everybody
to
for
me,
an idiot or a
yeah,
joke.
to me, it looks kind of ridiculous that you have a lawmaker who makes laws, who is supposed to know that this is there in the office every year, and that you're supposed to read this every year, and then you go out and tell the general public, the whole entire world, that you have not seen it. It doesn't come there, and they have not presented it. And if they don't present it, they're gonna have. He's gonna hold their money, the $2 billion that they get each year, and that's an embarrassment to me. To
Hey,
me,
that the little $2 million can't even buy stitch them a days. It can't buy scuffum. Let me read it, man. Jackie, she laugh after me tell her so she must send it sitting to herself. Lawton says my adopted niece is on too.
oh,
Nadine, welcome. Woo!
what's her name?
And very good. Welcome to all. And Juliet says, Mom is doing great. She's up early. Oh, she up early this morning. Yes. Juliet's mom is up early, Leo. You forgot to sing for her, for she did sing with you the last time.
Hold on, man. You're
Lorna
supposed to
says,
read something, I found it, but you make me last it. Hold on, him. I'm supposed to read. Prime Minister Holness is contesting an IC report tabled in Parliament on September 17th that highlighted unexplained financial discrepancies in his 2021 income filings, which he claims is unlawful and inaccurate. The IC referred to the matter to the Financial Investigation Division, citing Holness' his failure to provide expense details. And it said it cannot certify its filings until these questions are answered. So he's claiming that the law is unlawful. You understand that? Yeah, because the IC is that they're operating in their minds based on the law that was created in 2017 for the IC, for the Integrity Commission to come into effect.
All right.
And
So hold on.
and
So
now he's gone.
this hold on. The Integrity Commission came into effect when?
2017 by the current JLP
By
government.
this current administration,
Yes.
which would mean
And
that they would have had to vote and accept and discuss and
yes, and
understand.
read it and read everything and accept. And one of the things that Justice Panton did, he actually read 3 different comments from the Prime Minister over the past 2 years, where he has commended and highly commended the Integrity Commission for the work
The
that they do.
unlawful body.
Oh,
Hold on a
God.
little bit.
No.
Karen says that she's out on the road and she's going to lose connection soon and wishing blessings.
Who
And
did?
blessings to you, Karen. I hope you don't lose us, but if you do, try and jump on back. God bless you. Leo,
Yeah.
go and talk with your talk. Why you not
So he actually brought up 3 instances where the Prime Minister actually in public commended the work of the Integrity Commission. But then now he is turning around now and taking them to court and saying that what they're doing is unlawful. But they're the ones who the government is the one that put this administration is the one that created this law.
this unlawful body?
It has worked for many other. In fact, I saw earlier this year that there was a PNP MP, or maybe he's a former MP who had to go to court on this same law and was fined on this same law, right? And then there's another one, Mikhail something,
Phillips.
huh?
Phillips.
Phillips,
Peter Phillips' son.
who's now under the gun because he's either gonna have to pay or go to
He
jail. Or
paid his
something.
fine.
Same law.
He said that he paid the money.
All right, so
So
therefore,
everybody has acted in accordance with
so
the
with that with the
Integrity Commission.
IC, yeah.
But the Prime Minister is
But the
saying,
Prime
no,
Minister
not
said,
doing
no,
it
this is
because it's
unlawful.
unlawful.
I'm taking.
I wonder what else unlawful that we Jamaicans subject to.
We need to find out, because if the Prime Minister gets his way, then these people who have been fined before need to just get their money back.
File class suit against everybody. Somebody was asking for Michelle. Remember, so we start a little earlier. Michelle, she forget our beauty sleep, but where is Michelle, Leo?
No, she said that. So let me tell you what Michelle said this morning. She said, "Come just see the message a while ago." She sent 5 messages. Lord, all right. She says she will be late. She has some allergies working with there. She's sneezing a lot. If you're sneezing, please don't come on the show and come give me what you have, okay?
You're backward, bad. You're not no chance in a cyberspace.
I don't want no call from you, so please don't bring it on the show. All right.
So, Michelle, you're no good. My adopted niece is on to also, and Juliet says, Mom is doing great. Yes. Justice Panton did not even want to drink them water, says Lana. He also wanted some of them to get mental evaluation.
Yes, and he also said that too. Thank you so much for that.
Oh my gosh. He did?
Yes, he said that.
Oh my gosh.
He called out.
He must have lunch with me one day.
He called out the senator. What's the senator's name again? It's a lady. Senator. I forgot her name.
Yes, and she's a psychologist.
Yes, and said
yes.
Sapphire, yes, Longmore. Yes.
Easy. Low blow. So Nadine says, hello, Uncle Lawton Wilson. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Nadine.
Thanks for joining. And Lawton, him upon my role this morning. Good morning, Sylvia Parker. Blessings.
And bring on the family. We love that. We love that, Lawton. Thank you so much for that.
Sylvia says, blessings to you, to Mr. Lawton. And of course, Karen says, good morning and happy Sabbath, everyone. And she says, where's Mish? Mish running late. She
soon come. She soon come.
But this is fabulous.
So Diana, let me tell you. I read the Prime Minister's piece, his report, or his application for the judicial reform, because there are two different stages, right? There one where you apply for the leave, and then there's another segment now where they actually review.
Okay.
And I am not a lawyer, and I'm not one of those people who evaluate these kind of things. But based on what I'm looking at, I it's kind of hard for me to see, based on everything that I know, that
Mm-hmm.
the prime minister will get past the application.
Mm-hmm.
But if he does, based on the fact that he's a prime minister, it's gonna be hard, because what I noted is that the the integrity commission does their thing by the book. Everything that they do is by the book, and every time you see something from the from them in written form, at the bottom it says this is by the book. Pretty much, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so I like the way that they operate. And there's one thing that's questioned, in question, that he kept saying in his ask, was that he has not been in the integrity commission, or the commissioner has not
Mm-hmm.
given him a chance to respond to, or to explain, pretty much in a way. So they didn't give him enough information for him and they're not answering his questions. But the way that it goes is, when an investigation is out, if you go to the police and an investigation, if they're investigating you, they don't answer your question. They
Mm-hmm.
ask you question. So if you turn around and ask them a question, they're gonna say, they can say, listen, you're not here to answer any question, to ask me any question. I'm here to ask you questions. So you have to. So once it gets into the investigative modes,
Mm-hmm.
because if it were just reviewing stuff and thing, then there would be a back and forth. But once it gets into where it now becomes an investigation, it's a very powerful word. The word investigation is different from an interview. It's different from a review. It's different from discussion and conversation. Investigation means that they suspect that something is rough, something is off, and they need to. So they're not going to go back and forth answering your questions or anything. So I don't know how much he's going to get from the court on that. But investigation, once you're in an investigation, there's no answers for you. It's just questions coming at you, and you have an obligation to answer, or else the investigation is going to continue and they can do whatever in normal life. I don't know about the Jamaican Integrity Commission law versus everything else, but that's how it goes, right? But I'm not a police officer. I'm not a I'm not a detective. I'm just sharing my opinion. All right, but we can move
Well,
off of that a little bit, because there is also another topic on the table about GC Foster College. You remember that issue this week with GC Foster, where the principal would not have allowed the students to come in to go to class because of their hair, because them have long hair. The men have long hair, and the rules said the hair must be cut half an inch, and you can't wear braids, and they can't wear all of that good stuff. And I don't know
then
what
who
to think
want
about.
wear braid? The men wear braid?
It says men cannot wear braids, they can't wear locks unless they have a letter that says you are of this uh, religion, or you can't wear. So it's braids with the twist name, what the other twist them name? Braids and,
Extension.
huh? Yeah, pretty much you have to comb your hair, right? And it can't be more than a half an inch above
Uh-huh.
your head. So and so a couple of kids got turned around to see.
But they're not kids at GC Foster. They're not kids.
I got a big cornrows. Thank you very much. Somebody just corrected me. It's a cornrow and braid. Yeah, yes. Thank you so much. And so it's I have been pounced upon this week a couple of times because I wrote an article about it, right? Or no, it wasn't an article. I had a blog on it.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, and you can tell me, guys, tell me what you think.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that there shouldn't be a rule on the book for adults for you to tell them how they must dress to come to school. There shouldn't be a rule on the book. But the book, in the handbook, it does say that. And I
Mm-hmm.
say to myself, why would there be a rule if you are over, especially over 18 years old, you're an adult, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like you're in
Mm-hmm.
a high school. If you're an adult, there shouldn't be a rule on the book that says you can't wear cornrows. That don't make any sense at all to me, right? And so I got I got cussed out this week for my opinion. I said I understood what the principal is saying, that he is going by the law, but there has to be a way in which that should change, because we're not talking about picnic. Tell me, give me your thoughts.
Whoa.
Normally you find the article in for me. What's up? Or you're not finding the article in for
Because
me?
I never even knew that there was an issue regarding dress code at that level. At that level, at GC Foster College is not high school. It's a tertiary level institution. And I think has long been established as to what is acceptable codes of dress and what is not. So
Yeah.
I'm just blown because, your handbook would have defined it for you. It would have been discussed at orientation.
Yes.
Everybody understand everybody. But it
Yes.
begs for me the question as to whether or not these said individuals were joining the army and they went to JDF head office and then say, bald head scrape off down to your
Different.
toenail. If,
Yes.
if, if in fact they would have had an issue with it to be compliant. And I think that there, whilst people have them rights and them entitlement, they're just too much rights. Too much rights.
Well,
The school say
they
you
brought that
must
up.
wear your hair a particular way. Just wear your hair. Nobody got a school there.
Well, they brought that up to me. They were comparing. They're saying if you go into the army, you know, the army says you have to cut your hair. You have to cut your hair. There's a difference between an army and GC Foster. We're not talking about high school. We're talking about adults. With the army, there are rules related to how you wear the equipment on your head, because they only fit certain way, right? So they want your hair to be low. If your hair is too long or too high, then the equipment that you need to protect yourself, because when you're out there in the fields, as an army, you're there not only as an individual, you're there as a unit. So each individual inside of that unit has to protect the other person who's next to them or in their unit. And so
Well,
you're
Leo,
there, huh? And
me
so
don't know if me see the trajectory I go down for you. I said this since I know army and since we now go out as fleet, make no difference. But yes, we are go out as fleet. We are going to represent the institution, and the institution, in their soundness of judgment, has said, "Look here, we want you to wear yourself a particular way, so when you go out and look uniform and everybody look decent.
and I
This is
and
our rule."
I would have agreed with that under age 18 when you're at high school and primary school. But
No,
when you're
sir,
at
me
college
think
and
order
you're
is
you're not
order. But these are
different.
the same people who are going to go into the workforce and find that there are some organizations that won't employ them. Let us say they leave GC Foster and them gone to work on the North Coast in one of them tourist resort. And the people them say you have to cut your ear. Where you go do?
That would be there at that age. A for them responsibility that for determine whether they want to be denied a
Oh, but
job.
that is their
Yeah,
responsibility
but
now to
but
determine as adults whether or not they want to go to GC Foster
of
or
course,
go somewhere else.
no, 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 no.
Yes.
I am saying, you're at GC Foster as an adult. You
Mm,
go and tell me, I don't have a
yes.
problem with the uniform, but you tell me how to wear my hair. If it's if it's
Yes.
if it's if it's proper, if it's cornrowed and it's neat, if it's braided and it's neat, you want to
No.
tell me that no, no,
No,
that's
my
that's
rule
wrong.
said that I don't take it. When you come and you apply to come to my school, you come straight laced with your hair cut proper. You see my handbook, you see my rules. You agree to come to my institution. And then when me take you in my institution, you turn up, you go hairdresser, go braid up your hair and put in weave and all kind of things and come as a totally different person.
And listen, I agree
No.
with that. I agree with that, Diana. I agree with the whole idea that yes, him come and him sign the document saying I go to school, right?
Mhm.
But I am also saying to you that I believe that rule is supposed to be moved out because we're talking with adults.
And
That's
I
a
am
peer,
saying no. Look how much
yeah,
adult out there unruly.
because
Look, if we deal with peer adult, we shouldn't have no prison. For all
no,
adults would know if you
you know,
comply.
you know why?
Why we have
Because
prison?
you're asking me to pay to
Mm.
come. It's like you're saying to me, I am going to rent an apartment from you, and you are going to tell me that I have to wear my hair in a certain way. I
No,
am
no, this is you are
paying.
taking too far.
I am
You
no
going
no
to
no no.
rent my
I am
look here,
paying. I
but
am
you going
paying
to let us
you.
use the analogy of
No
renting the
man.
apartment. You rent this apartment from me, and I tell you, say, look here, I don't wanna put some dog in here.
That's different.
I don't
Put
wanna
on dog
scammer
is
up in
fine.
here.
Got that affect other
Those are
people.
my
When you tell me,
rules.
oh me, oh, when me rent that apartment, I am renting that place. That place belongs to me inside
But
of
me, I
that
tell you,
place.
said no, push our dog up in here, or else you have to come out.
Well, all depends, Diana. It all depends.
No,
Because
I know it
then
depends, but it's the
some
same thing. You come to
it
my
depends on
school and you
yeah.
bring this self. You
No,
bring a self that is compliant to my school, and I accept you. We know the rules. These are my rules. You
at
shall
the high
not, as a
school I
boy,
understand that.
wear braid.
At
You
the high
shall
school
not, as a
I
boy,
don't
put
I
in
am not
weave.
paying for high school. I'm not paying a dime to go to high school. But once I decide that I am going to a public college and I am an adult, I believe the college need to ease up
No, me no, in a no ease up. You
principles.
the we established the rules of the game before. Like me, you play domino. Man, you go teach me no Leo. Me, you play domino and halfway through game,
We
you go
actually
tell me say
draw a
I no
gun in a
tough.
domino tournament. Me see man draw a gun in a domino tournament.
You see that no?
You would have take
Me
some,
not playing a domino with the
take some
fire. Go change
comments.
the rule for me
You
and
would
tell
have
me say
take
I know
some,
that with me
because
agree.
they already know the rules of the domino, but you could do something that was different than draw a gun, right? Okay, so take
They know
some
that. So the principal a drag on upon them a teaching us and I say this is not what we did agree. This is not what
but
we
I don't
agree.
think we are disagreeing. I am saying that the school need to change those rules because we're talking
And
about.
I am saying the school must keep its rules. Too much ease up, too much ease up.
Can you
Everything
read
is an
some comments? Why are
accommodation
you the
and a
people matter?
peer
Because
unruliness that take over the country. You think it easy to live at Jamaica? You see all them people that get OD and OJ, and we who live here should I get OJ and OD.
that's
We just
true.
simply live here. No, sir. I want to scramble this. No, sir.
Can you read the
I'm
comments from the
scrambled.
people? Who are you? What must say?
All right. So yeah, I know. We did go ask the one Anne Marie would for with herself. What are oxalates? Well, here are oxalates are natural compounds found in plants and can form crystals in the body.
What? Which one?
It can
What? Read
cause
it again.
inflammation, carpal tunnel, and a good old arthritis. Also cause acne and UTI, kidney stones, and any moderation in all things. She said moderation in all things. So she a checking from Florida and she a shout out the Thomas clan them with down Maryland. All right. Karen says, I'm in agreement with you, Dana. You see me so. And Jean turn up, she capitalized everything. She said, rules and regulations need to be followed. If this is what the school requires, we need to follow. Same way, so Jean. Well, Lana, she have a whole if she said. She said the principal even said his sons would have a problem attending because of the length of their hair. I think they should follow the rules of the institution. Find another school if you can't follow the rules. Personally, I have a little problem with my grandson twisting up his hair. That's a fear you're picking in business. Anne Marie says rules are rules. I don't know much about this, but rules are rules. If there is no handbook, it is different. Like in nursing school, they talk about nails and jewelry in order to stay in the program. They obey. However, now the nails and the things that are seen are crazy. Leo, Dalvi saying, good measure, you need to surrender. So sing,
No, I
I
don't think that I'm saying
surrender,
anything different
I
from you,
surrender.
Diana. I am saying that it's time that those kind of rules are moved out, because we're talking about adults and because we are paying to go to the university, to the college. That is
And
my
I'm
problem.
not. Yes,
It has nothing to do with whether or
and
not
whilst
you,
we
because I listen, guys, wanna listen to me. There's nobody in this world that respect rules than me. Me do go everything by the rules. But my point is this: it's time that we change this thing. When you get to adult stage, you need to make your own decisions, because you're sending them to prison, right? And holding them accountable for everything that they do as an adult. But you will not allow them to be an adult. That's his foolishness. So
Well,
make people
some of
be adult.
them, they
Change the
want be
rules.
adult, come out of my house. Want be adult, not come on my school. You want be adult, go make your own school. Anne-Marie says, my principal at Mapen High School, we had to abide by dress code. The school need to have bylaws. Well,
Understand.
Paulette here, she know. Dr. Dana has a point.
Mhm.
However, I agree with Leo. Look here, Paulette, make up your mind. Yeah. The school needs to update their rules. There are laws against discrimination against ethnic here. We don't know ethnic here out there. The whole we are
It's
the same
true.
thing out here.
That is
And
absolutely
not for them
true.
here even half of the time. Half of the time, then come at the school for the interview. Everybody here shave off neat, face clean, everybody compliant. And then by the time then leave there with the acceptance letter, everybody gonna hairdresser gonna put in weave and braid and come back with this whole thing. So it's not no ethnic here.
Actually, listen, me see two ministers of government right now are wear
Them wearing them own here.
dreadlocks.
Well,
Two of
one
them.
wearing him on here for sure. The other one have to fix up him one.
You don't know about that.
Ian Wignall says, when we go to the U.S. Embassy, adults or child or children, the rules and regulations are followed. So why we can't do it elsewhere? Exactly. Sylvia Park says, there are differences in both institutions. As a college student, we are paying our tuition.
That's
So
right.
therefore, this type of restrictions are a little overstepping.
Absolutely.
If my hair is cornrow and appears neat, then I don't think my rights should be revoked to wear my hair to my liking. Sylvia, I assume Sylvia is female. Sylvia,
Listen,
there
me
is
me
nothing
take on few
about
people
saying
them.
that the woman cannot wear
Me
their
never
hair
take on few people them.
plain row or weave or
Diana,
anything. Huh?
Diana. When the people them agree with you a while ago, me didn't take them on. So not take on the people them who agree with me.
No, but
Thank you very much. Okay.
all right.
Yes.
Karen says, there has to be rules, Leo. Yes. Jean says, we Jamaican break everything except US embassy rules. We pay for interview also. And when we not get a visa, we still not get back the money. Hence, why the Prime Minister not following the rules? Hence why
Well,
the Prime Minister, who says this? Look at D. Makara say, why the Prime Minister not following the rules of the Integrity Commission? Too much flexibility, man. Leo, Lana says, Leo, are you saying that once you pay your tuition, you must get a degree? Read the rules of GC
what
first.
the hell?
Once
Where do I get all
students
the
pay
thing
their
from?
fee, should they be allowed to do as they please? Just saying. Lana, if I could have hug you one more time, if I love you one more time.
Well,
Thank
me I love
you.
Lana. Here go lang.
Lana Grant, same way. So I read it for Leo, never hear it. She said, Leo, are you saying that once you pay your tuition, you must get a degree? And then she
Well,
put her head the other
hey,
side.
hey, Diana,
Read the rules at
Diana,
GC
that
first.
happen all day long
Once
now, you
to,
know. You
eh?
know that, right?
Eh?
That happen all day long now.
Lana, may I agree with you. Couldn't say it no way better. Lana Grant, thank you so much for being here and for sharing. Anne Marie said, Mr. Leo, if you had to wear your khaki pants, them need to follow rules. At school, they are being taught. If them don't need anybody to tell them anything, teach or lecture yourself and turn your yard.
I
Me put
don't
in the
disagree.
party. They have to read the books to pass the exam. They can't give the answers they feel like giving to pass. Exactly,
I don't disagree with
compliance.
anything that you just said, because we're talking, you guys are talking about high school. I'm talking about college.
We're
I'm talking
talking
about
any
college and
institution that is
adults, people who
training.
are adults. We're talking about
Go
people
keep,
who
but
are
she
now
said if you
paying out
can't
of their
follow the
own
rules, go
pocket.
keep
But
your own
listen to
school.
this. Do you know that if the current law that exists in Jamaica, that if you co-sign somebody's loan, student loan, if you co-sign somebody's student loan and the person doesn't pay, you can go to jail. They might carry you to court, and if you have the money, they might say you got jail. That's the way it is. That's how strict it is. So if you are holding me to the gun like that, because they will not allow a 16 or a 14 or 13-year-old to get a loan. They will only allow adults to get a loan. So if you're not doing that, why is it that you're holding me to so much strict rules? Like it just don't make any sense. It don't make no sense at all. That you can even carry my family to jail if me not pay back the student loan when me go to college, not high school, when me go to college, but you hold me to the gun for my hair. No man, something wrong. We need to change the rules.
Well, the rules are the rules. You join the
Yes,
institution with the rule them,
I
and the
agree.
rule them say you must do X, Y, Z. You do it. If not, you go form your own a school, make your own a school, or go stay out a roadside. Simple, simple. Rule did you follow the rule. These are my rules in my house. You rent in my apartment
Aye.
that I rent, you know.
Woo!
Pussy or dog. Simple. Ooh, that was lively
Once
and
you're
robust, and
paying,
I enjoyed it.
once
Leo,
you're
read some
paying,
comment, no?
huh?
You read, you're going like you know, you go to school. Read the comment them.
Me not see no comment. Maybe me stuck. Hold on it. Because me they way up at top. Oh, that's why. Paulette Chambers, me see one from Paulette Chambers just coming a while ago. They used to discriminate against locks, braids, and cornrows. That's
Yeah,
why
you read
they
that
have
from
the
me now.
comment.
Read
And
none of your
listen,
sister. You're
listen.
supposed to that
This
time. I don't
this
read
this thing here of trying to control adults is from colonization days. Adults.
and it not change. I saw
I would
because
need
with me married to you, see if me not control you.
to. Let me drink some water, yeah, man.
Drink a water and mind your own business.
Because anytime Leo, they're everywhere. If you
All right, so let
sign
me read
for
now.
anybody,
Sylvia says there are differences in both as a college student. All right, you read that. Anne Marie says, I love our Jamaicans. We are so amazing. I love how we can laugh and keep it real. Yes. Say when so. And Adoma has joined us. He says, it is amusing to hear Jamaicans' ongoing obsession with dress code and hair. Look at now, Adoma. My me not read no more way I say no. As someone who spent, let me see me I go read it. As someone who spent most of my time in schools outside of Jamaica, I can't understand why this is a constant issue. All
yes.
right, see, you answer the question because you don't understand Jamaica. I wore jeans and sweats to school, but no, when I start working, there will be a dress code. I did not find the transition difficult. Thank you so much, Adoma, for that. Let me tell you why. You what you were exposed to, you had no dress code, but you were able to make that transition. You know what is going to happen in the high schools here, then them can wear anything them want, wear them here anyhow because there's no restriction. So when them go to a place like GC Foster, then can't make the transition. Worse, them cannot
What are you
make
talking about,
the
Diana?
transition into the workplace.
Something wrong with
So
what you just said. You're talking completely opposite to the way
no,
it is.
no, I bet I don't understand what I'm saying. This you're
When you're
not
at high
following
school, you
me.
have to wear a uniform and it have to match and it have to do this and you have to
No,
cut
but
your
they
hair
allow them
and
to
I
wear
don't have
their
a problem with that.
hair any which way now. They have over the past number of years allowed them to wear their hair anyway.
I don't, I, Diana, every September,
You
there's a
don't
big
live out here and
hoopla
see it. Let me
at
tell you, they have
several
changed the
schools
rules.
about.
And most public high schools in Jamaica, you cannot tell them except the likes of an immaculate who say, look at this are my rule and this are my rule. You know, have to come.
Only about 3 months ago that the law allowed the young lady who was wearing dreads back in 2018. 6 years later, then come to an agreement that she could have worn. The woman must be about 40 now, right?
Leo said around with the maths,
I
but
mean,
go on.
she 6 years later, them will make a ruling on her hair whether or not she could wear her dreads in 2018. And 2024, they might make the ruling that it was okay for you to wear your dread. No
All
man
right,
supposed
sir.
to cut out of their dread a long time and I walk.
They must say
I'll
I'll cut off
retire
his
and I did the
hair.
backside.
All
What the
right.
hell is
Anne
that?
Marie says, well, the Bible say if you don't co-sign to anyone, Leo, me I forgot to talk about the co-sign for that, miss me. Paulette said they used to discriminate against locks, braids, and cornrows. That's why they have the Crown Act in the US. All right. Jean Williams said, Leo, it there everywhere if you sign for it for anybody. All
Yeah.
right. Well,
Not
Paulette,
jail,
she
you
laugh.
know, not
Make she
jail
go
in
and laugh.
America. You just they hold
Jean
you to the gun
says,
in terms of paying it back. But I think the only thing that they will go to jail for is,
let me finish with the comment then before you send nobody to jail.
okay, all right,
Jean
all right.
says, no, we want to be like other countries, especially America. Jean, and some spell America and I have to spell America. Merika. America with the H on the end. Anne Marie says, laugh out loud, you are all funny. These arguments will dehydrate you. Drink your water, Mr. Leo. Flush out the spinach. Oh, Lana says, Leo, anyone that co-signed for a loan is responsible. I had to pay off someone's car loan. I co-signed. Oh my gosh. And Dalvis made she did with laugh. But she in the midst of it is a whole heap of love. All right. Let me see. Me miss anybody around here. So Karen, she did up on YouTube. She did with laugh. Make she go on. You can't drink water. Hell, it's part of Satan policy, says Deron Smith. You know, some of these things don't pop up on Facebook because of the language. So when I come back on this space, I can see it. So Deron,
Anne Marie says
you can't drink
sometimes
water.
over
Hell,
here
it's part of
adults come
Satan
to
policy.
class in
America, yes, after
pajamas.
they do laugh.
True.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. Says people come to school in a pajama. Yeah, really, we are Jamaicans. Many of the white folks that come to Jamaica say that they admire all the student nurses, people wear uniforms. We should be proud of our rich heritage. We're not saying we're not proud of it. That's something that we're always very very proud of. My niece went to St. Andrew's High, and she couldn't change her hairstyle.
Leo, when you say St. Andrews, you can't do high school. When you refer to the high school, you have to say it with an annotation in your nose, St. Andrew.
All right.
So you have to say, St. Andrew High. So when they ask you where you go, you say, St.
Achoo.
Andrew. You have to practice. Say it, St. Andrew.
Okay, all right. Me can answer that.
So you have to read it over now. My
Me-
niece went to
Saint
St.
Andrew.
Andrew.
St. Andrew.
St. Andrew. God. You have to learn. This is a
Diana.
learning program. We all learn new things over here.
So Diana.
Where are the other people? Why them don't
So
wake
Diana,
up
listen up.
yet?
Listen up. Because we go take a turn now, right? On a topic that is dear to my heart. Very, very dear to my heart, right? So whomever said something a while ago about paying back a student loan, the thought came to mind.
Oh,
I
gosh.
dropped on our chat this week that there have been so many cases of bun in a Jamaica. Bun.
So many cases of burn.
I did not say burn. Me say bun. Jacket.
And what that have to do with paying back student loan?
I am going to tell you right now because me just tell you, say, this is going to take a turn. Because there have been so many cases of bun and jacket in a Jamaica.
Hold on a little bit. Yeah, go down another lane. Let me just sort out this first. So Paulette, she did with love about the St. Andrew. Jackie said yes, true. Anne-Marie said, go, Dr. Diana, that must be your school. No, Miss Jackie, but I will tell you which school I went to. Jean said, Leo, me glad your granny dead, you know. She would have must have in her grave because she dressed you right. She dressed you right, and you know. And I know you want the boy them to wear all kind of foolishness. But tell me about the bun.
All right. So can me go now? Can me go now?
Bun man.
Okay. Me look for see if Michelle come online, but she no come online. Anyway, so there's been so many cases of jackets in Jamaica. If you don't understand what I mean by jacket,
you mean them importing jackets?
Huh? Jacket.
Look, me not follow you. You start off by talking about student loan. Now you import jackets and you talk about bun. What are you talking about?
Thank you for giving me the opportunity, Diana. St. Andrew. So Um, women, whole heap of them give man picnic who I know for them picnic, I don't the man picnic. It happens so often in our little island. All right. All one woman have 5 picnic, and one the man when they would say tell the man say a film all 5 picnic, and when they do the DNA, all 5 picnic belong to 5 different man. No, no, so so so
Clearly too scandalous.
I am in. She said she's in the waiting room. Me just see her. All right. So
Come in
here
now,
we are.
Michelle.
We're bringing Michelle on. All right. And I.
Let's try.
we,
Or is it centered before I start
no,
talking?
Have more allergy.
Michelle, you need to go up more. Bring down your. Yes. There
Yes.
you go. Thank you very
Up
much.
little more. Yes.
All right. There
Up
you
a little
are.
bit
Michelle?
more. That's
Yeah, you're
good.
Sit
All right.
forward.
Come forward.
Yes. Yes.
That's
You're perfect
good.
now. Michelle,
Okay.
all me I said to your girl, you turn up this morning, have allergy more often. Come allergy every day.
Oh my God. It's not good enough. It really not good when you have allergy reaction to stuff. Oh my God. I'm sneezing all morning. It's just horrible. You hear my voice? It might soon gone.
Yeah.
But
Leo,
me
I
hear the
talk about
conversation
jacket.
about jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Me not start yet. Me soon start. Don't worry yourself.
Welcome. People
All
don't
right.
need to ask for you.
So,
Good
so
morning,
listen now.
everyone.
Morning, Michelle. You're late. At 9 o'clock, you should start.
Not too
So,
early.
so listen. So here, what happened? If the woman who have 5 picnic, see 5 different man, but only one man has spent all of the money for the 5 picnic men for 20 years, and all of them decide to come America, and then find say they can't come because none of them belongs to the man. The man would have to go adopt those kids to bring them here. And the man pay a whole heap of money for picnic maintenance over the years. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Do you think that that woman should pay back the man? Should the man take that woman to court and get back all of the money them went pay for them to be? Because let me tell you something. If the case were otherwise, where the man not pay the picnic maintenance for how much years, that the woman they have the right to send him to jail. So please, I need your input this morning.
All right.
Okay, but before we get into it, sorry to cut you off,
Yes.
but did she know that the children were not
It
his?
doesn't matter if
No,
he
no, no.
know.
It is important because if she didn't have the knowledge
It
that it
don't
wasn't
matter
his,
if he know. She's supposed to know. She is the
Oh, she
woman.
must
it
know.
it
But
happens
I
a
don't,
lot.
Michelle,
We
I
are
don't think
taxing.
she knew that
She's
they were not
supposed to
his
know that.
because she gave them to him.
Yeah, she gave
Yeah,
them to him
sometimes
so
people
that
don't
these are
know.
for him.
I don't think
No,
she knew.
she do
Ah,
because sometimes based on the biology of stuff, she might think say, all right, she sleep with this one person, so it's
One
impossible
time,
we
one
for
never
time.
her to
know. He
get
said
pregnant.
5 picnic.
But maybe she was cheating, but she just never expect that in that time frame when she got pregnant,
Ye-
that she got
All,
pregnant
all
for that
5 times.
person.
Yeah, it
So
just you know how
So
things can go
do you
there.
know that if whether or not she
oh,
knew and she gave that man that picnic
sorry.
and that man don't pay no picnic maintenance, whether either them know say a film picnic, him can go to jail and him have to pay the maintenance if he go to court. So it don't really matter if she knows. So
So what is the
therefore, I am
question you're
putting it
asking,
to
Leo?
you. Hmm?
What's the question?
Well,
I am putting it to you. What should happen to this woman once the court finds out that this is not so? It did not go so.
All right, let
well,
me
it
read
kind
some
of.
notes before you
Oh,
respond, Michelle. Think about it. Well, Paulette is laughing. Um, where did I lose you all? To laugh.
I think you should. I think you should opine on it before you listen to the
Okay.
people.
No,
Then,
no,
right?
let me read this because some of them not going to fit in. Anne Marie says, cut to fit babies, not yours. She was explaining jacket. Thanks to DNA. I love your cap, Dr. Diana, says Jackie. Looking good, Michelle, says Jackie. Woo. Lord, women who give jacket must be punished. They should pay all the money back. I have 7 brothers and none of them get a jacket. says Lorna. Good morning, Michelle. Beautiful, says Paulette. It is so true, Sister Diana. Many kids come to America or foreign, and them never was never for the man. But at least the kids were innocent. Leo Jacket picnic about long time from my granny days. So
Yes, you know.
if you get there, say people pay a picnic, then oh gosh, this is look at Genia stress me. Leo Jacket picnic about long time from my granny days. So if you are go there, say people are pay for picnic, where enough for them, eat them everywhere. Morning, Michelle says Karen, she's happy to see you.
Good
The
morning.
man should sue her, says Dalvis. Anne Marie says she need to pay back or call it fringe benefit.
Ah, no, no damn fringe benefit. Court don't. The court does not recognize not named fringe benefits. It's either
Michelle,
one way
what you
or
say, let
another.
me dear.
Well, in regards to the jacket and the lady
Yes,
finding out after,
yes.
I to be honest, like personally, like I would say, like if it happened to me, if I was a guy, I would say yeah, she need to pay back. But really, how you gonna pay back somebody for years of what they have done as a father? Because that guy should have done his own due diligence. If you say one pitney, more than likely the pitney not look familiar. Five children, you gonna say, all right, let's get a DNA test. Let's figure
That's
it out.
unfair for you to say
So
that, Michelle.
it no, that's my opinion. Like he needs
Mm.
to do his due diligence because we know this type of world we're in right now. You don't have to be your child. It just should be a part of life where you do the DNA test to prove that it is your child.
So
And then,
you're saying then that once you decide to get married, you get it and have children, immediately you should have a DNA test for every child that comes.
No, that's
no,
not
we
what
never
she's
talk about
What you
saying.
marriage.
saying?
No, we never talk about marriage.
When, okay,
Marriage,
okay.
okay,
When that come
girlfriend,
out of me mouth, Leo?
She never said that.
girlfriend. Once you
She
decide to
never
have a
said that.
girlfriend
She
and
said she
you
just
live
said
with
she
them
said one
and you
picnic
have
born, all right.
and
She
you
said the
have the
picnic not look like nobody else in
it
the
don't really
family.
matter. It does not matter because you told
Okay.
me it's my child. Me believe that you are
Well,
telling the
just
truth.
But
mind the
that's
picnic
on
and
you.
done.
So therefore,
But that's
no,
on
it's not
you.
on me. It's not on me at
You
all, at all, at
believe.
all. Because if we are in a relationship and you are giving me bun, that means you are tell lie. My picnic can come the color of my grandmother or the color of my mother's mother or somebody. It doesn't have to come looking like me. So it
Yeah.
definitely is on you and your honesty.
So
Well,
how no
okay.
me
I
want
guess
make
we're
the
gonna
picnic? How no me
disagree.
want make the picnic?
I guess we're gonna agree to disagree because technically, if you go to for child support, one of the things you have to establish is that the child belongs to the father.
Okay, so we're not talking
If
about
you go
child
to
support yet.
court, no, but I'm saying like it's something that requires before even you sign the birth certificate. That you, like a mother can't just say, "All right, put the dad name on it and whatever." You have to say it's your child. You have to do certain steps to prove that it's your child. If you want to forego that step because you're so in love or whatever, and then, like do the right thing, because we know this exists. 70% of Jamaican children are jacket. You know it
Hold
exists.
on,
So
Michelle.
the back of your mind,
Are you saying that at birth, at birth, a DNA test is required today
No,
for the
you
where
have to
child to
sign
make
no,
something to say
no,
sure
no,
that
you
this
have
is your
to
child.
the child.
that it's father and the
You
mother
have to
that
sign. No,
Okay,
there's no
no, no,
is that
DNA
what
let
you're
us
test
be
saying?
like true
clear.
in
No, let's be
Jamaica.
Yeah,
clear. Let's
I
be
want to know.
clear.
Yes.
Before you put the father on the birth certificate,
You
the
Uh-huh.
have to say
father has
yes.
to agree to be on the birth certificate. Correct.
Where's
So
that?
he accepts
No,
responsibility.
that
In
from the
Jamaica?
ban. In Jamaica, fathers never added till a recently changed the law. Remember, say fathers never added till at least like 3 years after birth.
What
You
are you
never
Mm-hmm.
know
talking
that?
about?
You never know
Yeah.
that?
No. You
Look
get
at
mixed up.
your birth cert. No, no, I know because you
My
look at
birth
your birth
certificate,
certificate.
both
Look
my
at
mom,
it.
yeah,
All right, Leo, hold on,
Go
hold
put the
on,
birth
hold on.
certificate and
Hold
put the
on
bottom of
here
it. You
because
see
this
amended. And it like
no,
at the bottom.
no,
Look at
not
your
on
birth
my birth
certificate.
certificate.
Well,
Me born Arthur Leo Gillen. That's my
okay,
father's
Leo.
name.
All right, that's good. Maybe that's happened to you. But when you
Okay.
look at most birth certificate, most fathers are not added immediately. They recently changed a law in
In a
Jamaica.
Jamaica?
Yeah,
yes,
they were not added immediately.
you get
In
a name,
humor,
but
they
the
were
father name not
not.
always there.
Yeah, it was
Well,
not added.
we
They
Leo,
need to
you
were
born
find
into a
we need to
amended.
different
find we don't,
household.
I don't know that, but because all me know is that my name was Arthur Leo Gillen when me born. That is my father's name.
They give you
So
your
my
name.
father
They
not
give
fit
you the
upon
last
it
name.
because my mother named Burton. My mother named Burton. So me never get Arthur Leo Burton. Me get Arthur Leo
No,
Gilling.
we're talking about two different things, and that's
Yes,
why
but
I'm
that's your
I
confused.
don't
You're
surname.
understand the
talking about
There's a section that says parents' name,
yeah,
father
but you're
name.
talking about your name. You can write whatever name of the child. I'm not talking about the
No,
name of
you
the
can't.
child. I'm talking about the father's name
The
on the birth
father's
certificate.
name is my name, Gilling.
Okay, let me step
My
back.
daddy called me was
Okay,
Gilling. My
listen.
name. My name is Gilling, and it implies that the father of me is my daddy.
Okay,
Yes, but
okay,
it's his
okay,
name
slow
on
down.
your paper.
All right. Time out.
Okay, all
Let
right.
me explain, because we're talking about two different issues.
All
I'm
right.
not talking about the name of the child.
Okay.
Yes, the mother could put the name of the child as the father's name.
Right.
I'm talking about the actual father. Like whatever your father name, say your father name John Brown. John Brown was not added immediately when the child was born. It was added after. Sometimes it takes
Well,
2
I
to
don't
3
know about that.
years.
Me no remember.
If you
I mean, I know
look
the lie.
at the birth certificates, like all the birth certificates in Jamaica, you will see an addendum where the name was added. And the reason in that immigration, because I do immigration, they have a lot of issues, and that's why they were kept asking for DNA testing, because the father's name were added after. So it caused a lot of issues.
I don't know what
Look
that
at your
law
birth
is.
certificate.
No, I'm not
I don't know
Well,
if it was a
it's not
law.
applicable to
Listen,
Leo's
not going
birth
down a
certificate.
line where me can't verify them, that kind of stuff there, right? What I
Well,
am
go pull a
saying,
birth certificate.
but what
Dr.
I'm
Diana, do you
saying
have your birth
is
certificate
my
at hand?
my
How do you
question
know
is
this?
my question is you finding out later on that the picnic does not belong to you. Should the mother pay back the husband? That's all me ask.
Okay, all right. So if you ask if the mother to pay back the father, then find out later that the child, suppose that I when you pick me at 20 or 18, impossible for you to pay back that money. Like, yeah,
Why
you
not?
personally that's say, oh, pay me back. That's impossible. You took on that responsibility as a father. You did your job as a father. The child knows you as a father. Maybe the mother, as I said, the mother never know. People happen when you sleep with two people at the same time, and you don't really know who are the father. And I like say sometimes she willingly say, "I'll give the child to you."
So Michelle,
But it
so you
happens.
agree then? You agree then that it is okay that a father who is not the father should pay picnic maintenance to the child all the way up till them are 18, whether or not them a father. That's what you're saying to me now.
No, Leah, I was confused. I two different things you say right now.
No, but I'm flipping it around, because when it turns to the man, it seems like you're confused. But when it's the woman, you're not confused at all. You know exactly what needs to happen. But because I'm saying to you, right now, a man can go to prison for not paying.
Yes, they
the
can.
bill. Yes,
And
they
he
can
should
go
do
to
his
prison
job.
and they can have
If
all of them pay taken away. But if it's the woman who commit this, then it's okay. It's
well, they have
impossible
to
to
prove
do.
that she willfully did it. But if you as a
All
father,
right. Michelle
if
has
you as
asked
a
me for
father,
some information.
yeah,
All right. So on my birth certificate, my father's name is not on it. But I
Okay.
have my father's surname.
Okay.
But
that's
his
what I'm
name is
saying.
not on it.
I recently didn't change it.
But I'm
On
Recently,
not
my
saying
on my
we never argue
children's
nothing
part,
about your
on my
father's name on birth certificate. Me talk about you. My
on
name is Gilling.
oh my God,
yes, and that's
I
what
don't
I'm
even know when
saying.
we
That
go to that.
Leo, you're
I don't
kind of
even know
like
when we go to
all
that.
over the place.
Because
No,
we know
I've proven.
Arthur Leo Gilling from the DME band. That's it.
yes, and I'm saying
That is,
fine, but Michelle,
all right, all right. So
Leo,
we
take a
go on
chicken
different.
pill.
All right, so
Yeah,
So
all over
to
the place.
respond to Michelle's question,
I was
so
correct.
my birth certificate back in my day, there's no details
No
excepting
father.
for my mother. There is zero for my father represented on mine.
That's what I'm
On my
saying.
children's birth certificate, no, there is information for both parties.
how old are your kids?
My kids are all over 20.
Okay, all right, all right.
So that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. It wasn't like that in there. But in regards to you and the father getting locked up and they go after him, say, child support. That's the issue now you're talking about, right? Because with the
And
all of
it's
our
it's
place.
an issue because yeah,
Okay, all right, let me explain this. So if you as a man, the court going after you for child support, right? Before even
mhm,
get to you going locked up, the court come to you, say they're going for you for child support. What do you do as a man? You know, go to court and say, you know what? Let me go check if this child is mine
that's my
before me
point.
go do a DNA test.
Of
So
course,
if you ignore the court and get locked up, that
we
is
don't
fine. No,
even
you
have
don't
to
blame
get to
the
the court.
woman
We don't
because
listen,
you
Michelle.
are
We don't even have to get
stupid.
to the court. We are. I am saying you're taking it to the court. I'm going just before we get to the court. I have paid so many years all the money, even though she's taking me because probably the reason why she's taking me to court is because she want to get married, or she feels that she need more money, or she feels that she broke and she not get the money, all of that. But I have paid several years of maintenance to the child and to her. And what will happen if we find out when we get to court that this child does not belong to me? Then she should pay all of the money back. That is what I'm saying.
Well, that is fine. You can want that,
Okay,
Leah. I said that is okay. That is fine. That is your opinion. You deserve, if you feel like you need to get back that money, you could go to court and get back that money. But I
And I
believe,
and
like,
don't think
she
that he
should be
deserved
also,
to get
and
it back.
she should be eligible to go to prison if she can't pay for it. Because I would go to
No,
prison
Leo,
if I can.
no, Leo,
I
hi,
am
that's too
telling you,
I
drastic.
guess
if
that's where we differ.
she
Because
should,
does she
if
know?
I have to go to prison for not paying, she should be going to prison for not paying me back all of that money. That's what I'm talking
Well,
about.
let me take some messages. I have
Yes,
thousands of
man.
messages,
Okay.
1,000. But before I take my messages, I have to agree that I am not paying back no money
Not one
because
dollar me
if
they pay
him
back.
never
You shall
go
have sense to
there,
go
him,
to
him
court.
have to pay for going there, or him have to pay for mine the picnic them. Him pay for one of them. All right, come. So let me take my message, make read the people them things. Yes, Anne Marie says she need to pay back or call it fringe benefit. I agree on that. So most likely she know it was a raffle. My mother used to tell us, know who you are asleep with and don't make any raffle go on. Mother warn her.
Raffle they call it.
That's a very sad though, seriously, says Anne Marie. Jean says, why did she have to give him bun? Because him not take care of him house and in bed, according to Jean. Juliet says, yes, he should do just that. I think
Diane,
Juliet
send
has
to
said
yourself,
him
send to
should have
yourself.
carry
Yeah.
her go a courthouse. Juliet, me
Yeah.
not agree with Karen her to no courthouse. Just like how them could have sleep together and come to an agreement, say the penny them a fee, he must just hug it up and go on. Paulette says that is so heartbreaking for the children. Agree with you. Lorna says, Michelle, if she double dip, she must do DNA before she choose the father. Fair
Exactly.
True.
enough.
Fair, that's
Lorna
true.
says, if you're sleeping with more than one man and get pregnant, then it's your moral responsibility to get a DNA done before
I want
planting it
your
and going
legal
to
responsibility, not
the
moral.
family.
I want it to come out of the moral part because we depend legal.
All right,
Yes.
Lorna, come out of the moral. Um, no, that was Lorraine Richards who said that, not Lorna. Jean said, "Me uncle sorry for them poor pitney them. Mentally, it's not good." On a serious
Yeah.
note, and that's true. Leo says, Lawton, I know this situation where one man support his two daughters all their lives until he filed for them to come to America. What he and his wife did was adopt the two girls and brought
Mm-hmm.
them here, saying is he was paying for their support all their lives. And now they are two of his best children. Very good. May I agree with that, Lawton? Right thing for do. Anne Marie Thomas says, replying to Jean, the kids always get the blunt of it. Mental. And Jackie says, truly, the child can come looking like anyone in the family. True. Hey, you know, one time when some boys would have children with people and the whole family go for look on the picnic and say, yes, see the toe there, yes, see the eye
So
there,
they
who
know,
say
so
what
they
this and
big
all that.
nose.
You probably need to go back to that.
Hey,
That was the
family, they
DNA.
lie,
That
they lie, you see. Then they come, and
that
the
are the
baby just
DNA.
born.
Hey,
The first
Michelle.
thing I say, in favor in Papa, because to me favor my father all my life, and a big lie because me favor my mother more than at this age. I'm more like my mother because I lied in that tell.
Well, so them probably said that for appease the mother. But
Exactly.
when the boy family come, when the father family come, them a look for one toe and for toe that and for all right. That are the early days DNA. Jackie says my father's name is not on my birth certificate. Right. Jean says no. You can add my children's father on. You can add. She can add the father's name on it. Jean Winger says it wasn't a law, Michelle. Karen says that's why I agree with DNA testing at birth. According to Karen, she not take no chance. Jean says my father is on my birth certificate and I'm older than Leo. Well, your mother must have been
Okay,
married to your
thank you.
father them the time there.
Okay.
Lawton says, no, Michelle, I know that I'm a lot older than you and my father's name is on all
Where
my
is it
children's
added?
birth
At the
certificate.
bottom?
But it's probably added and not in that section. It
Yeah,
might
that's
be
what I'm
not in the
saying.
section. And my
It's
mother
added
never hold
on.
no raffle for me. Look like my father. Oh. I may have my father name, not my mother name. My mother did name different. Okay. Anne Marie, and even my father, too bad. Even if my raffle, too bad for him. Anne Marie says in America, the father signs the birth papers before the baby even leave the hospital. He choose then if he think the child is his.
Yeah.
No, before a woman can ask for child support, then DNA is automatically ordered by the court. Okay. Demarker says, that is true, Mr. Leo. Michelle is absolutely right. Karen says, my dad's name is on my birth certificate from birth. All right. Lawton says, Michelle, I was born 70 years ago and my father's name was on my birth certificate from then.
Okay.
The little pink birth certificate had my father's name and age. Okay, mine don't have
Oh,
it.
remember them pink one day when we got a primary school? Oh my God. Aye.
Lorna continues and
And
she
they
says, if the
also had
woman,
a christening paper too. The
oh,
white
yes, you get it
christening
from the
paper.
church.
Mhm.
Yes. Lorna says if the woman double dip, she should not choose a father. She should do DNA first. Paula Chambers says, I just looked at my birth certificate and my father's name is on it. Good for you. Um, Anne Marie says, it is true because when I was supposed to be registered, my mother and father had an argument and he said he wasn't going. You know how much problem that caused? Yet my father know I was his. The woman wicked. I would ask the man, what did you do to the woman? Why she give you so much bun without cheese? Poor man. He must have high sugar level.
Back in the day, it was okay. And Diana, you would not, and don't respond to me like you know what you'd do. Back in the day, you would not necessarily have a choice of who you want to be married to. And the choice that you would have when you have a child that belongs to a married man or a white man or a man from England during the colonized days when we had bastard children is to the choice that you had was to give the child to someone local.
But
It's
it's
so
not really for them picnic.
right,
Okay.
right. Parents, mothers used to say, "Oh, give it to the man there," pretty much. So I don't know if they would have had sex at some point and then the man say, "Yes, go ahead and my child." But there was a time when if it's a white man during slavery, or if it's a white man or a man from England during colonization, they would not have given the child to that white man or the colonizer, but they would give it to somebody local. And that's because of the bastard law that Michael Manley came in 1974 and got rid of, that you can now own your father and the father has to own the child.
Okay. Well, me happy for that because so a
Mm.
whole lot of people walk around with name where enough really for them name.
Absolutely, a lot. Older people than me and you. Yeah.
That no right.
And
Jean
it
Wigner
makes sense.
says,
Sorry. One last argument. It makes sense that if 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 it was optional to put your father's name on the birth paper, that would be the darn reason right there. Because they would have come into a law that would protect the colonizers. That would make sense. So you just
But you know what is so wonderful in Florida, if you're married, even if the child is born outside, it is automatic that the child belongs to the husband. You'd have to go through a
automatic.
step. You have to go through a step to prove that the child isn't yours, so you're not responsible for the child. Once you're married, the child is yours. Under the law, it's considered yours. You'd have to prove that it's not your child if you don't want to pay
I
support.
like that. Must have the children them in Florida.
Yeah.
That gives so much power to women over men. That to me,
No,
that's
it
a
was
What
wrong
what
law.
problem with what's
That's
the
a
problem
wrong
with that
law to
though?
automatically give it to that's wrong, and
then
then
if
you
you're
have to go
married, then
prove
no
it.
for your pitney.
That's no. It's wrong that you have to go and prove it.
Oh.
That law needs to be taken off of the books.
Well, they're working on it, but yeah,
Okay.
they're working on it.
Let me read some more messages. Jean says, Michelle, my red birth certificate, but it should be pink for I never read. My red birth certificate have my father's name. It wasn't a late addition, only because my mother was ignorant. And some of my father never come with us and we go ahead without them. All right.
Yeah.
Lorna says, the name added later if the father did not go with the mother when she went to register the child. Okay. Anne Marie says, I know of a situation where the man to the kid because he never want disgrace on the woman, and the man don't even want to know if the kid is his. Yeah, that too. People must just take it. Both parents on mine. Father was present at birth and also during registration, says Karen Rowe.
Yeah.
Paulette shared a laugh with the idea of a raffle. Juliet says she needs to pay back the man. Juliet, go sit down about pay back man. Jackie says this is a bad situation. Poor woman. The children only know that man as father. Exactly. Jesse Smith says, good morning, Dr. Diana, Mr. Leo, Michelle, blessings. Jesse had a wedding anniversary. I think it was like 48 or something this week.
Happy
We need to remember
anniversary.
that. Anne-Marie says, Mr. Leo, I understand the court most times don't see morals, they see law. And
Yes.
Michelle sees law. She's the attorney up in here.
Yeah.
So no, give
I
me
look like
Michelle.
me not no moral compass.
You know the funny thing
No,
about
but at
it
the end
though,
of the day, just have to look for the law. I do,
how
I
how
do
how
have
does
morals.
a person, let's say they know, and most times they do know.
Mhm.
How do you go through life knowing that the harm that you're doing to a child and to the proposed father? I
What
mean,
harm?
you don't think it's harmful to the
No, but if
child?
the child don't know and if nobody don't know, what harm is there? If you're not deliberate, and I'm not saying that you're deliberately doing it, I think that in this woman in her innocence really thought that the children were his.
Diana, at the rate at which this is being done, do you really
No,
think that
but
this is unintentional?
you're going to brush
This
everybody with
most
the
of this is
same paint.
intentional. Most of this is known. It's a practice.
Hold
It's a
on.
practice to give it
No,
to
Sam, I
somebody
don't
who
think
they
so
No,
feel
there.
like.
I don't think it's a practice.
I don't
Suppose
think
you
it's
just
deliberate.
yeah, all right. Suppose you're there with your husband and whatever,
This is
and
this
he's
is
not
opinion.
really satisfied. Just playing the devil's advocate. And you have
Yes,
Why would
John
you
down
play the
the
devil's
road.
advocate if you know
talk
it's
truth.
if
Yeah,
it's not
and you
being done?
have John down the road. And you say,
You
all
never
right,
have,
let
Michelle,
me
never
give
say you
John
have John the
some.
road. You did know John and John just visit one day.
Exactly, once in a while. I give John. But you don't really know, say, all right, this time when they ovulate and then, oh, it possible, say, me go maybe have this. You know, thinking, I mean, a lot of people ignorant of how their body operate too. Because they
Right.
must say, all right, me have sex with my husband today, so I definitely him. But then I look on the window and say, there's a big window where you could have had it with somebody else, and it possible say you would I get pregnant. They're really ignorant to it. So what they go to tell their husband say, oh, me
They
sleep
should,
with
in fact,
John.
after the baby born and then she say Indian picnic and it's not the other that
But
discussion
as
shouldn't
I
be
say,
had.
it should have been a family away
Should have
Indian.
that
The
discussion,
great granny away Indian. And
the
then they put up
discussion
on the
should
pitney
be
now.
the shit, baby, you know, I had sex with somebody else. Maybe this child belonged to somebody else. Let's go do a DNA just to make sure.
Leo, and what is going to happen in that marriage? No.
Right?
When I say, Leo,
Mm.
I did have sex with Junior down the road. I'm not sure if
Yes.
a Junior or a
So
Harry.
it
But we
might
did have
be
sex with the two of them during this time. Make us have a DNA. And when we come back with the DNA, I feel you picking it. What happened to that the marriage?
nothing at all. Because
Oh,
at
you mean
least you're
not all
honest.
happened to the
And
marriage?
because let me tell you, because the
Michelle.
honesty is there. She said to me,
No.
But
she
I'm
said to
No, what
me,
offended.
happened to that the
listen,
marriage?
she said to me, that
This
when
allergic
there's
thing
a
is too
possibility
much.
because I see the hair and thing, I wasn't so sure. I should have told you. All this is all pure honesty.
But Leo, based on your
All
argument
this is
earlier,
pure honesty.
a grandmother could have went have be an Indian.
Yeah, but if
Great
she
granny,
no,
but
you're not,
your argument.
the argument that you guys brought to me, is that she recognizes that the child is Indian and me completely black. So she's gonna come to her
When
and
we
say,
said that, you said that.
yeah, that's the scenario that was brought to me a while ago. So I am saying that the honesty is what is going to keep us together because you can't
The
find
honesty is
any
what
more
is going to
honest-
mash up the marriage. Because when I go and say to you, Leo, I'm not so sure that this child is yours, because I had sex with Harry. Just one day because you weren't here for a week, you did gone to Florida. And I did sex with you and I had sex with Harry.
Exactly.
If
And
the
what
marriage is
happens
gonna
to the
go, it's
marriage
gonna
after
go.
that? The marriage mash up.
If it's
Because the
gonna mash
DNA
up, then
proof
we
says
should.
you're picnic.
It-
It proves says you're picnic. I
it
could have to keep that to
The
myself.
point is
And
though, you're giving the man is option.
Okay.
You're giving it because if it's gonna
no,
mash up,
but we're not
it's going to
giving him
mash
an
up.
option. The picnic proof to be his
Yeah,
through the
yeah.
DNA.
If it's gonna mash up, that is
Hold on, I'm gonna do an
the best way to
extension.
go. But it should not be that it's swept under the rug like Dalvis said.
No, me
No,
not raise no
but
matter unless it needs to be raised. That's a
just to add
foolishness.
though, but
Mm.
if the wife come to you and said to you, you know what, Leo, me sleep with John. Me not sure if the child like yours. What is your responsibility if your wife come to you and say that?
Then we're gonna do the DNA.
Exactly. So if you wait another the DNA test and wait till the pitney at 15, that is on
Which
you.
man now go wait? Which
That
man
is
now go
on
wait?
you.
Which man is going to pass on that opportunity? If you come to me and say, "Oh, me did have sex," that's going to be either an argument, a long discussion, and the end of it is going to be we're going to do a DNA to determine
And the marriage mash up.
if our marriage is going to go or if it's not going to go. Pretty much. You understand?
You don't
No,
necessarily
you
have
have
to mash up a
one
marriage,
thing
you know.
about honesty is being honest. You cannot
Which marriage I
put
gonna mash
that
up,
under
Michelle?
the
Me know
rug
which
or
marriage I
else.
gonna mash up.
No, maybe not mash up because maybe Leah will look into it and say,
That is
what
my
have
point.
I
But
done
you have to give me
wrong?
that option.
Why
Yes.
did my wife go sleep with John down the
And we
road?
will have that
What did
discussion.
I do?
We will have
Let
that
me fix
discussion.
it.
We will have
All
that
right,
discussion.
Don't be positive. Don't be negative.
Absolutely. We
It
will have
might
that
make
discussion.
the marriage stronger.
Why?
You never
Why did
know.
you? But you have got to answer those questions. And then once you answer the question, it determines the rest of our relationship. That's the way it's
all
gonna go.
right. Let me take these messages, please.
Yes, ma'am.
This water more than flow. I need a buckle of water. And anybody live
So,
nearby,
me
bring a buckle of
yes,
water.
when I
I'm
get
not
the,
care
when I
for
get the
Joe.
blood pressure
I'm
up
not care
high
for
this
Joe. Get the
morning.
water.
My
But you
blood
know what?
pressure too high. All right.
Please bring me a bottle of water. I'm at home, and I don't care if it's Joe or Jack who
And
brings
Michelle,
it.
please
Want
don't
to pipe
sneeze on the
water?
show.
Eh?
Please do not sneeze on the show because we know that you carry
Cyber
COVID,
security,
and I don't want
security
Diana to have
issues.
COVID at this morning.
I don't
Okay.
come to right. I try my best. I'm trying my
Cyber
best,
security.
Leo.
No, sir. Mr. Leo, may I try to catch up with the people? Mr. Leo, there was an incident where the kid looked just like in the family, but it was not for the man. However, the blood specimen wasn't too far. It was what they call in the family Ramseti. And Mary, go sit down for me to understand where I say.
Or like your brother get your woman pregnant or your cousin
It
or
must
the
have
daddy. It
Lawton
happens.
Wilkinson says it's listed on top. Nothing added for him birth certificate.
Maybe your father and mother go
Maybe-
to my place go register you.
Paula Chamber says maybe they had an arrangement. That's why there are 5 jackets. Anne Marie
Well, I'm
says
fine. Something wrong with you.
And Mary says, that is true, Leo. Back in the day, it was real hard. Thank God for Mr. Manley.
Yes.
Jackie says, that's Anne Marie who says that. Jackie says, God bless Michael Manley.
Yeah.
Paulette says, lots of people have the slave owner's name. True, Michelle, says Anne Marie. Anne Marie says, there's a case I know of the man and the woman separated, and she had a man friend they lived with. He got the woman pregnant and then was threatening to take the husband to court because they were not divorced. The husband had to get lawyer.
Wow.
See that now? The girl had an Indian boyfriend. This girl had an Indian. Every day her mother put castor oil on the child hair and brush the hair.
That's wicked.
The saying, your hair pretty like your father. The picnic was a jacket. Him head natty natty.
Some serious things happening
Lana,
now.
let
Me
me say
laugh.
that is make laugh, but you're good. And Mary says, Mr. Leo, they're all victims. The woman wrong. If she had more than one partner, use protection.
Yes.
There's a song about protection, something. So anyway,
Yes.
the Indian picnic could be far ancestors, says
Right.
Anne
True.
Marie.
True. True.
Marriage broke up. Of course, says Jackie, marriage broke up. The marriage would be over, Paulette Chamber says. Same thing, Mr. Too.
It
But you're
doesn't
talking
have to
about how I
be.
had sex
It
with
really
so
doesn't have to
could
be.
possibly be yours.
No, it really
Dalby
doesn't
said,
have to
Leo,
be.
looks like we will have to sweep this under the rug. Yes. Juliet says, Dr. Diana Michelle, no, 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 no. That should not be. Do the DNA. I mean, I do not the DNA around here. And Mary says, I love when the family marks are there. The 10 toes and half. Yeah, exactly. This is funny but serious because if the child is not rounded, then that is a lot of rejection. Paulette says some men don't want to do the test because they can't handle the truth.
Right.
Perhaps so.
Right.
That'll
And
be,
especially after several years, some
exactly.
men don't
And
want to. If it
Jean,
happens during just after birth, I
yeah,
think men will be able to handle that a little bit better than 10 years down the line. 15 years down the line.
okay. Jean says no, Leo. As you see, growing up um has to do with it has to do with money or bed problems and work. These men spend more time around domino tables, rum bars, and work, and don't take care of the home in most of those jacket cases. I think she's
Center,
referring to.
center.
Anne Marie says that is you, Mr. Leo. Some men don't think like that. That this is good stuff, though. The fact that you would say, "Let us talk about the marriage." Anne Marie said that. Michelle, vitamin C is a natural antihistamine. Michelle, go get some vitamin C, says Anne Marie up here. Demarker says, Leo, haven't you seen paternity court? Some men refuse DNA testing lots of the time until the children are in their adolescent years.
Yeah.
Anne Marie says, yes, Michelle, family Ram Seti. And Karen, she had dead with laugh. Karen, you know, out the road and say you can't connect. How do you? But you think you tell me how you can't connect by out the road.
Yeah, and I do understand, especially, I mean,
Sorry.
DNA just became available to us in the past, 5, 6, 10 years. That's no more than that. Where we could use it as a tool, a mechanism to help us to make decisions, to make informed decisions.
Mhm.
But back in the day when we didn't have it, you know, we just have to go by what the woman say. And men used to wait for like birthmarks. I don't even know this. Men in my days, Diane, center yourself. But men used to wait
I think my internet just went for a little bit.
to see that there is a birthmark, whether it's a mold or a mark on the body that the child has that belong that the same thing on their body too. And when that mark doesn't appear on the child, they have questions for the rest of their lives unless the child really resembles them, right? And so I know back in the day it was tough. It was really, really tough for men who, like me, have questions about certain things in life. And so instead of questioning it, they continue to do the right things. They do the right thing, that the morally right thing, not the legally right thing, but the morally right thing, and carry on with their lives. With all the questions that they have, they just shut down and just continue to do what they're doing. And so yeah, thanks goodness for DNA. that can tell us right off the bat if it's mine or it's somebody else's, and so that people can at least carry on their lives knowing. But I don't know how difficult it is in Jamaica right now for DNA to be at the
It is
bedside
hard.
when the child is born.
No,
So
I don't.
you know,
Yeah, not to cut you off. I don't think it's at the bedside, but I think they're trying to push a law that would make DNA a requirement. But it wouldn't be at the bedside. It would take a while, and then you do it, and then you put it on the birth certificate. And I think, I guess a lot of people are gonna take it personal, but I do think even if you're married or in love, that you should always do a DNA test. That is just my personal opinion. Because you never know. Because as I said, sometimes people don't understand what is happening with their body, especially women. And then, like years later, you find out. So I do agree with the law that people should do a DNA test after birth. And people should take it
I totally
personally
disagree with that.
and be
Yeah.
offended by it. What
Mm.
you want, Leo? You upset people that get jacket, but then you don't want people to get the knowledge that they need
No, what
to
I want is
ensure that they don't have
honesty.
jacket
What I
and they don't
want
mess up
is
your picnic them.
what I want. I don't want the law in my bedroom. I don't want you to tell me that each time that my wife has a child that may have to do a DNA. I believe my wife. Whenever she tells me it's my child, I believe
And
it is.
but that's if I don't believe and five of them are in theme.
I believe
So
that they're
sometimes we have
mine.
to learn from people mistakes
I
and not
really
let it
do
happen to
believe that
us.
they're mine. But because she says so. And that's what I want their life to be. But
Okay,
the
but
reality is there are people out there who are doing women. And because men don't have the children, don't bring the children to the world. It's a women who are giving children to other people knowingly,
I don't think sometimes
intentionally.
it's
It's
knowingly.
wrong.
I don't know. I don't agree that you can just
It's hard
sweep
to
us
prove
all into one
knowingly.
category that quite knowingly we're assigning these children to other people. Um,
I
I
don't think it's
don't,
knowingly
I
to
don't, I
everybody.
don't want to be in a
I
marriage
didn't say everybody. I
where
said there are people out there who are doing this. I didn't say everybody is.
Well, well, Leo, if you don't want if you do the DNA and you want to accept it five pitney, then just accept it and don't question it. And just live a life for
yeah,
you. You
But
provide for
Leo
the
is saying
child.
that if the woman knowingly give them, then the woman must pay back, and that's I
People
think
That
that's
I
how
every
think
our
that is
cent,
system.
wrong. That is
every
the
damn red cent,
differentiation, though.
every
So
cent,
to
or
me,
take away this thing about if you don't want to pay it back, take away the court, the legality of men who have to pay picnic maintenance. Take it away.
Leo,
but
If you not
that's how
do
we
it
differ,
cannot be
Leo.
but
one-sided.
Leo, we
No,
cannot do
but
that. We
Why?
cannot do that. You know how
Why?
much Dolly House would mash up. Leo, you're trying
no,
to
no, but it
impose
don't
your
make even.
moral righteousness on the
Make the
whole
argument to me. I
society.
am really up
No,
for it.
but this is my thing, though. This
Mm,
is my thing.
mm,
If you reach the point where you're being taken to court to pay child support, it
mm.
means that you're not really providing the support the child need anyway. But if
Right.
you're gonna have an obligation by a court to pay child support, you, the father, have to do your due diligence and go say, you know what? Before I go pay this
I
obligation,
want this.
let me
Do you
be
know where that
sure it
law
is
comes
my
from?
child. It no
Do you know
matter
where that
where
law
law
comes from?
come from, Leah,
Yeah,
but
it
you
does.
have to do your
It
job.
the law
So how
came
it depend the woman
because yeah,
and the
the law
court? You
came
have to do it
because
yourself.
the law came because there was a time when there were more women who were home wives other than people who are actually working. So there
Yeah,
was a time when men used to be the breadwinner for every family. As
yeah,
long as that's where the law came from. But
yeah,
now we have equality among women are fighting for equal pay as men. So
yeah.
therefore, what it means that if you have a child, you don't need the financial support that you needed in the 60s, on the 40s, and the 50s. So if you have to take a man to court to make him lose him life, I mean lose him job, lose God jail, then you should also have the same responsibility that if you did him wrong, you must go to court and lose your life and lose your
Okay,
job.
okay.
Yes, it is.
I think
That's
it's
what I'm saying.
okay to have your passion about it. But as I say this and I've said it before, it's okay to have your passion, but you have to be logical. if you are going, as I said, then a lot of people do this and end up with owing outstanding amount of child support unnecessarily. If you get a notification by a court, this is my opinion, that says you're going before the court to pay child maintenance, child support. You know what they do? When the court send you that document, you have to prove that the child, even the court does it, where you have to establish the child is yours. They
Parents.
say either because the birth certificate or whatever DNA, you have to show before the court implement it. If you ignore the court telling you, the father, the
Talking about
stepdad, no,
Jamaica.
let me finish. The court, even in Jamaica, you have to do, you have
No.
to prove it. No, I know okay with because they have to do it now. I don't know back in the day. If you don't want to pay child support, you go show the court say me not gonna pay child support. You do what you have to do. But the court is telling you, helping you, the father, to say, prove that this child is yours before I put this demand on you, garnish your wages, eventually lock you up. If you ignore the court, how is that the woman? Yeah, the
All
woman
right.
mess up.
Okay. So you're making
You do
great
your job
argument.
All
too.
right.
Great argument. All right. So listen to this now. So
Me
we
really
come to
me
well, so
want
we
to hear your
come to the
response.
okay. So we come to the point now where the man realizes that this child does not belong to me.
Mhm.
Why is it that you are not saying the woman should pay back? She should pay everything back to
But
that
But
man all
Leo,
the
we
time.
don't reach
but
that point.
Yes,
You
we have
have to
rejected.
prove. You have to prove. Like
So,
the
so I'm
point where we're
saying, so we
at
get
is
to the
that
point where we prove. We
no,
get
we're
now to the
so
point
so
now
he's saying
where
that the
we
point,
prove that
it
this
has
child
been
does
proven
not
now that
belong to
is
me.
not the
But I have
man's child.
paid, even though
okay.
I was not able to pay in the past couple of years, I have paid 10 years, 12 years of support to the child that was not mine. Why is
But
it that you know the court does not have the responsibility to put the same thing back onto the woman that
but
says you need to pay back? You have
no,
to.
but that is where you're wrong, Leah. You're
You're
thinking the
listening to this wrong.
court is not. No, but you're thinking the court is not going to take steps to rectify the problem. That is what you're assuming.
Oh, show me
You, the
one point
father,
in
too.
Jamaica where
No,
that it does. Show
well, I
me.
guess that's about two system.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
of
know
course.
about
You
Jamaica,
keep
but you
referring to
know
America.
what?
No,
What
no,
I
no.
know, you
There is
know what
nothing
I
about.
know.
I did not say
Leo,
anything
hold
about
on.
America. I
Hold
was
on, Leo.
talking about
No, let me just make a
Jamaica.
point. Let me make a point. This is
Yeah,
one thing I know about Jamaica. If you go get your attorney and go to court, the same laws you think they hear, you have the benefits of the law in Jamaica. As a father,
that's
if
not
you
true.
were wrong, no, me know this
That's
much.
not
If
true.
you
You
pay
know
your
you
money,
try know of law in America and in Jamaica. No, that's
you
I
see, I
totally
miss my
disagree with you.
point. They have
Michelle,
certain maintenance laws in
Okay.
Jamaica. If you are being wronged, you have laws in Jamaica to address this issue where you need to hire one attorney and go about it to get it rectified. You can get it rectified. You can't just stop here and say, oh, they not do nothing. You, as a man who was wrong, can go to court. Even if not civil court, if you go sue that woman, you can.
So
You
is
have
there
that
a
right.
law?
Hire a
Michelle,
lawyer to go.
is there a
There are
law
things
in
on the
Jamaica
books
that
for
would
it.
we
that
do
would
not
put up with a
know.
man with a woman paying back a man for the time? Is there a law? There's no law.
Well,
No such
well,
law. And if
okay,
there's
I'm
no
gonna
law
say
on the book,
this
you cannot
much.
implement it.
I'm gonna
You
say
cannot.
this much. I'm not gonna misspeak because
Okay,
I
God
don't
bless
know
you.
Leo and you don't know. This much I know, you don't
Exactly.
know. Unless you go
So
research, you can't
that's
talk
my
with
argument.
confidence about something
It
that you don't know.
it
You
needs
have
to
to go
be.
pull the law. All right, Dr. Diana live in Jamaica. She maybe know more than me. Oh, that's okay. Go ahead, Dr.
I
Diana.
want to speak.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Your time.
All right. So, Leo, I don't know that such a law is on the books in Jamaica that the man could go. But when the order is being made for the payment of child support, the the court must be satisfied that the child belongs to the man.
Yes.
See?
That satisfaction comes through a DNA test or the man admitting and accepting the
Exactly.
liability.
Oh, yeah. You
Agreed.
just have
Now,
to go through
having
the court.
accepted that liability, the
Agreed.
man is bound to make the payment.
Yes.
He could have said, I will do the DNA, and once the DNA says it's not his child, he has no responsibility to pay. Now, let us assume that he now moves to the step. He says it's my child, on the premise that the woman had said it was his, and he opted not to do the DNA test, though the court afforded him that opportunity. He goes away, he's been supporting the child, he decides to file for the child, and then no, he must do the DNA, and it proves that it's not his. Your question seemed to be, does he get repaid the money that he accepted responsibility to pay in court by denying the DNA test or accepting the woman's proposition? I don't think that he should get paid back the money. However, let us say that none of this had been afforded to him and he just went away to America, filed for the child, and found out that all 5 children are not his. Should he get back all the support he's been getting? We are not going to find out in Jamaica, and I'll tell you why. Because there is no Jamaican man who is going to go to court to say that court, this woman have these 5 children for me. Over the last 10 years, I have been paying child support for these 5 children, and now I find out that all 5 of them are jackets. No Jamaican man is going to file such an action simply because of ego and pride. So we're not going to have that route. So it's not possible.
Yeah, I know one thing I noticed too.
So
I know one thing.
Know that it's not going to happen.
Yeah, but not even their ego.
Let us put aside the court. Should the woman pay back the money? Knowingly, once the man decides this, is them two going to agree.
Yeah, but you know what? Funny enough,
pride and ego.
Yeah, but you know what? Not even pride and ego. You know, I mean, notice the Jamaican man. Sometimes when they take care of it, even if they know in the back of their head, stand up for them picnic. Some of them take pride in taking care of these children and nurturing their children because they not say exactly. I just go on with it because they say to themselves, say, at least I'm a father figure to this child. The other man on them might look on and say, no, sir. Me a better father, and I take pride in it. Figure out in graduation and everything, and then not even question it. They don't even make that child feel less than. That's how such Jamaican man stay.
None of them have got no court. The only one that probably go to England and come back slightly mad. Them the one that are gonna say no one back with money, but Jamaican man feel walk and say, say the one Diana she have 5 picnic for me.
Exactly. No, they're not.
And now she have to go pay me back my money.
So
and to be honest, too,
you guys gone on the moral side of life.
Yeah, on the moral side
because the Lord,
I don't care about that because where men are concerned, there is no morality in court. Where men are concerned, there's no morality in court.
Well, let me ask a question.
Morality, only legality in the court for men.
But it's not.
Let me ask a question.
Especially today. That's all I'm going to say about that. Because
let me ask one question.
I just spent
ask one question
for you guys to stop speaking, and you're telling me to time out.
My one question
is that you guys are gone on all the moral things what men should do and what men have done. We're not talking about that. We're talking about that if the woman sues the man in court, in God jail, in losing money, in losing pension, everything, they lose everything. But then if the opposite is true, there's nothing, no
one question.
Absolute
one question.
If I were a politician, I would be putting that on the table.
You wouldn't put that on the books, Leo.
Who can ask me question?
I'm not a politician.
You can ask me a question. Just one question.
Hold on first, Michelle.
No, one question. No, one question.
Put that on the book.
One question. One question. Because Leo is very passionate about this issue. And he keeps mentioning it over and over. Right? Makes you wonder, are you a victim of jacket?
Probably, I don't know. could have two.
You're too passionate about this.
Over there, but I don't know yet.
What? About the same topic?
Answer the question.
I don't know. I have no clue.
Answer the question. Answer the question.
1 hour about the same topic. And no matter where you come back.
I'm a Jamaican man, so you never know. It could be.
Never know.
Let me read all these comments that are there. Well, Karen says that she changed the charging port in the car and now it's not shutting off. So she's fine. That's why she can't stay on. She's still connected. Anne-Marie says, in the Bahamas, they have a problem. No, persons born there from parents of other places are not getting papers. So in the Bahamas, it is where your mother is from. That is where your child is from. The concept is a child can say any man is the father. Karen says, still connected. Michael said, Leo, if you love the cow, you love the calf, jacket or not. He see myself. So you're not going to court. Lorna says, I would be offended if my husband asked for DNA. Exactly. That would be the reason for him to pack his bags and
That's my
go. He
point.
should
I
know
would
and
never
trust
be
me.
asking my wife for DNA of my kids. That's like
That's on you
okay.
then.
So therefore, unless there's a law that requires us to do the DNA right there at birth, then that's totally different. But
All right.
decide.
Hi, Sutherland TV, you're here. A relationship is based on trust. DNA after pregnancy in a committed relationship is implying mistrust, and that's
Absolutely.
not healthy for the relationship
Agree.
moving forward. Just saying.
Trust.
All right, so no bother ask Sutherland for the no DNA for it now. No.
Trust. It's based on trust.
Mary says honesty and mutual respect,
Absolutely.
especially in these situations.
Yep.
There's a lady, she had 10 children. She said the man she was with would hide maintenance. So she had a boops. No, she said she had to do what she had to do to feed the children. The other man was maintaining the other man's
Boopsie,
child.
boopsie.
So she ended up giving the man a jacket. So life go. Paulette says some women need the financial support, of course. Juliet says, yes, Mr. Leo, I think so too. I know she thinks so too, for we not agree with Leo or not, so she can't agree. Anne-Marie says, if a woman have a good man and a woman do that without someone pulling a molly in her drink, she evil, giving the jacket, I suppose.
That's true.
Yeah, the one Jackie, topic hot today, hot. Mr. Leo, 2 pan 1 a murder. Laugh out loud. Isn't Jamaican laws still like British or more like American? They mix up. Leo Sutherland said Leo is overly passionate, understandably, but I share some of his sentiments, two managed together.
Yes, yeah,
Bless
man.
up says Lorraine, hey, oh, she's here, yay. Anne-Marie says, over here in America, 2 single people have a child. If the mother files for child support, then DNA is done. If the man has given $10 grant before the court rule, that is a gift. Exactly. Yard posse in the house, says Mark. Hey, yes, turn up, Mark. How you there in our work? You sit down there, don't know you have to carry money. So Lauren can do our nails. Anne-Marie Thomas says, true, Mr. Leo, where men are concerned, they get burned and they feel humiliated. They were played and no one wants to get paid. No, Mr. Leo, if those things go on the books, persons would be very more cautious. If there was a law, people would be more cautious. Michelle, you are funny, says Anne-Marie. Michelle, here, pretty, Dr. Tana.
Really?
Thank you. Is my Jamaica 50 cap, them never make no more.
I was surprised when people say me here pretty because I still try to get used to it.
No, man, it's nice, Michelle, it's nice.
Nice.
Good. How do you? Paulette say yes, she laugh. Leo, plead the fifth. Latin say you must plead the fifth. Leo, plead the fifth. I saw the subject in the Jamaican newspaper, says Juliet. Which subject? Michelle, you are kill me. Leo, answer Michelle, says Karen. You have a problem? Oh gosh.
I've found myself over the years to be in support of the underdog most times, and you better prove me wrong, because
yes,
the underdog deserves a voice,
but the underdog is the woman.
Yeah, so
the underdog is the woman.
The underdog is the man.
No, the underdog is the woman.
We are the ones who are going
who
to
is
have to
in a relationship with a man,
and then
that cause
have
her to sleep with 5 different
our
men.
salaries garnished. And if it's not garnished and we're not putting enough money in there, then come and take you up and carry you to jail, and then you lose your job and you lose your life. Pretty much that's what that's the path if you have not paid according to what the court says. That's it. You go to jail.
Yes.
And no woman have nothing at all to do with this. And these laws were built on the fact that women did not have equal income in 1910, 1920.
Leo.
That's what I want to. Yeah. No, but the thing that people need to understand, which I have to be saying it over and over again, because men, for some reason, think their balls are being squeezed and they don't have these rights. A lot of men are coming forward more and fighting these cases because they realize that
in Jamaica.
All right, let me differentiate because even in Jamaica.
All All
This
right, you
Okay,
know
was
okay,
how
let
we're
me
going
be
to
clear.
respond this?
Okay,
We're going to
okay.
invite
you
an
want me to
Okay.
attorney to
Jamaica
come and
at that
answer
No,
one.
these
no, no, no.
questions.
This much I know. In
Yeah.
Jamaica, also, a lot of the males that I know are going to court in regards to these issues, child
Mm.
support and time sharing with their children and being more
Mm-hmm.
involved. The
Mm-hmm.
world is changing. It's not as how you think it is. The men
Mm-hmm.
You
nowadays, no, because you think like men still have this whole mentality. The world is literally changing, and I've seen it with my friends. Where
Mm-hmm.
I've said before, I think I've said before, where I see the men are more engaged in raising the children now
Mm-hmm.
than the women. Where you see no more the women are more focused on careers and these things, and men will step back. You see them now at the dances, the children dance. You see them more at the soccer game and all of these things, cooking, doing all combing data here and all these things that we never usually see in the past. The men are stepping up because either they were raised by their mother, they see whatever, but they are doing more and being more active. In regards to court and going to court, I have seen the family court because I do have friends that practice where a lot of men are taking women to court because either they're not at the house and they're not doing their fair share. So things are changing, and even here in the US, things are changing where the men now are getting their attorneys. It's like, all right, I feel like you couldn't understand me. They are
when
getting
I
their
see the
attorneys, and
law,
they are.
Michelle,
The law is clear, but I'm telling
when
you, you
I
have to go
see
to
that
court to
law
fight
that
it.
says that no women can have their salaries what do you call it again?
It
Garnished.
happens,
Garnished.
Leo.
Garnished.
When I see that where women their salaries are garnished and there's a likelihood that they can go to jail, then I tell you that okay, yeah, we are there.
All right,
That's
so we
Yeah,
will
exactly
work
but
on
what
that
all right, let
law.
me add that.
We
No, no,
will
no, no.
work
We
on
have to
that
correct this
law.
misconception. The
yeah.
law is not for men and women. The law is for
It's for
everyone. So
everybody.
the same way you're saying that men have to be garnished and whatever, the
Where?
woman have to. Every court, the
That's not
woman have to
true.
do
That
it.
is
No, Leo.
absolutely not
This is
true.
the
And you
thing.
better prove
How
that
you
to me.
gonna tell me how the court are
Fact
gonna
check.
work? You
Fact
think
check.
a
Let me
judge
tell
will
you,
Fact
say?
lawyer,
check.
Leo,
No,
Fact check.
Leo,
but you
Fact
don't
Leo.
check.
think it
Jamaica.
Leo
judge.
is the
You know,
No,
you
lawyer.
know
don't
what on
check
America.
it. All right, what
Fact
am I
check.
yell?
Fact check. Fact check.
Leo, no, it's very
Fact check.
ignorant. No disrespect. No disrespect. People are ignorant of the law. The law is not one-sided. It's not for a man or a woman. It is for everybody. Just as how no, a lot of people are step back, like the court start, they don't get involved. Just as how they're gonna implement whatever the guy have to pay in child support, the woman have to do it.
I
If the woman
agree.
don't,
That
the
I've seen
husband,
that America.
the
I have seen
guy,
that
no,
America.
in
You just
Jamaica,
not up in
the
Jamaica yet. So
guy.
you have to tell me.
Well, I have friends and I have ones who have
Show
told
me the
me
law.
you
Show me
have
the law.
the
That's
But
all
Leo,
I
you
want
never
for
come
you
here
to
with
show
no
me the
law.
law.
How we must show you the law. We didn't. You never come here with no
Well,
law.
all right, let me get this right. Let me get this clear before me even move on from this topic. Leo, this is a straight question to you. You think the law, when you read the law, it says the
Says
man
him.
alone, no, the man alone
Most
supposed to
laws
pay
in
a child.
Jamaica
No,
said
no, let
him.
me ask my question
No, but it
before you
don't
even
mean
go.
him.
No, it doesn't.
No, no,
It don't
let me
mean
be
him in the
clear.
literal sense.
I
When
have
I tell you,
read
it
it.
don't mean him
No,
in the
no,
I've
literal
read the
sense.
it's
Constitution of
a
Jamaica. It says
serious,
him. You know, say
it's a
her. You
serious
know, say they.
matter.
It says him.
It's a serious thing now. Like, I think kind of joke thing. Like, it really serious. Do you think, a straight question, do you think the law specifically for child support is saying like only men, like right now, only men supposed to pay it and only men will go to jail?
I don't care what the law says. I am saying to
So you
you,
just say law
Michelle,
said,
Michelle,
done.
I said I need you to show me. That me never
But
say
you
what
just say
law
you
says.
read it.
I
You just say
want you
you
to
read it and you
show
say
me.
he. Did you read it or didn't you read it?
Because
So
the
you say you
only
read it
thing
and you
that
say
is
he.
happening, it's one-sided where men are going to prison, they have their money taken away, their salary garnished, and then they go to prison. That me
All
not
right.
see
If
nothing
I
in
might speak
Jamaica.
on the
It's called that
matter,
woman is gone
there.
get their
If I
salary.
might speak on the
I
matter,
have
the
you
law
show me
is
that.
silent on
You
the
know, but
matter of
tell me.
sex. The
The
And
law
so
law.
this is something now while
in
you
fact,
think
in
say
Jamaica,
a law
in
for man and a
Jamaica,
law separate for woman.
I'll
So now
tell
they
you
go
this,
create a law for
that
women.
in
Like this is
Jamaica,
beyond
the
me.
Constitution actually say him, not
Yes,
her.
and it was written in a day
Okay.
when him referred to everybody,
And
just like the
not at
Bible
all.
does. It don't say she
It
and
was
he.
referred,
It
no.
says brethren.
Was
It
referred
don't
to
say
him
brethren and
because
sisterings.
at the time they only considered men to be the legal
Subject.
owners and representative of the
Subjects.
home. It was
Right.
rigged
All
because
right.
men were the only ones who could rule
All
Jamaica,
right, let me
who would
read.
run
All right,
Jamaica,
let me
who could
read.
be police
Okay, all
officers.
right.
Men, men,
Okay,
men, men. That's what
All
that
right. I'm
law
gonna
okay.
go
Let
because
me
we
just.
can't take
No,
this.
no. One more thing. I just want to read one of the laws. All right.
Mm,
Jamaica's child support laws are governed by the Maintenance Act of 2005, which
mhm.
states that parents are obligated to provide for their unmarried child.
Right.
It did not say he or she, parents, right? The law is not one-sided. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Everybody is
I
equal under
and
the
if I
law.
might just share my humble opinion,
Mm,
the law is silent on the matter of husband, wife, mother or father, or whoever is the parent.
mhm,
The propensity of cases that goes to court are usually filed by women taking action against men.
mhm,
Similarly, when it comes to divorce and alimony and support and all of that, very few instances the men ask for support.
mhm,
I am quite familiar, very familiar, with a husband asking for the wife to maintain him.
mhm.
So it happens,
That
but
makes
it's
sense.
a
Yeah.
one-off cases. And similarly, I'm sure that somewhere in there are men who are taking care of children and who have asked for the wives or the baby mothers to
Hmm.
support and provide maintenance for the children. No, there is no separation of law that if it's the mother taking care, this is the law. If it's the father
Yeah.
taking care, this is the law. It's one law. But like I say, ego and pride cause a lot of these people not to lot of men not to
Yeah.
pursue it because they think that they have a right
So
to
let's
take care of children.
so the question that I asked from the top of the hour, yeah,
Mhm.
if the man find out, say the woman give him bun and give him the picnic, should the woman, because we are go off on all kind of
And I am
tangent.
saying,
The
no, but I've
reality
long
is
answered the
the
question.
answer
My
is
perspective on that
yes.
response, and I don't need you to go back there, is that he would have benefited from certain services and privileges that made him believe that this was his child, these were his
Explain that. What
children.
are the
And
services?
as of such, we can agree to offset it for those services
No, sir, no, no,
provided.
no. Because any service where you get, I same service me get. If you're talking
I
about
don't know
sex.
about that.
Okay, so what is the service that we're talking about? If a sex we are talking about,
Whatever he
any
has
kind of
had,
fun where
she
you
give
have,
him
you are the
food,
same
she
kind of fun.
provide she bed for him, she
No,
washing clothes, she do
no.
all of these other
You know,
things.
no, but that don't really matter seriously. Because when you go to court, that not come up. What
No,
happened is whether or
Leo,
not you
it
want to
goes
pick the
back to
child
the
support.
crunch of it that very few men, if any, are prepared to go to the court to ask for that kind
That
of
is the
restitution.
that's
They're not going
because
to ask for it.
yeah, but that's the moral part. We might want the legal
No, Leo,
part.
but I'm not saying it's not moral. It's what is. The
No, no.
one and two men who suffer at the hands of domestic
Could
abuse,
I?
who their women are beating them morning, noon, and night. How many of them have stepped forward to seek
To,
compensation? If
to
them
be
go
honest,
by the time they reach a police station for complaining and then say them a get a statement and then say my wife beat me, the whole police station mash up.
but to be honest, like outside of trying to get it through the family court, you could sue the person civilly if you think you're being
Right, there's
harmed.
an option
So
for
that's
civil
an
case.
avenue for you to
Oh
go to the
Lord,
civil
let
court
me let
because
before
it
you go
might
no
have
further.
We're
Let me
cost
saying
just
a
catch up
is
lot.
with the
that what
message.
we're saying that we're
Let
telling the
me
men
catch up
out
with the
here
message.
that if
Leo,
you
plead the
we're
fifth.
telling the men,
Michael, you have finished.
we're telling
One
the men
second.
today that if you find that the child does not belong to you, you have the right to take the woman to court for a civil case.
Yeah, that is
Please
perfectly
know that
fine.
you have that right. It
Please
don't just
note
let
it,
it
Leo. Leo,
yeah.
please note it.
What you must notice.
Note
Say,
that you have the
obviously,
right to
you
take me to
have the
court.
right.
You
You
have the
have the
right to
Nobody
take me
can
right
to
stop
court.
you.
to
Don't
Note
swing and throw
them
up your
take
hand.
the woman to court for your civil rights. You cannot lose
And me
that.
want to see how
Please
much of them are going
take
now.
them and
Me
make
want
them
to see how
give
much
you
of them
back
are go.
all of your money.
All right. Paulette says the sound is cutting in and out. Paulette, go sit down somewhere else for no sound now cut out. Paulette says if you're a responsible man, you wouldn't end up in court.
Paulette,
Exactly.
me
Juliet,
agree with you. Them a
Juliet
try to
says
cut me
it's
off.
the
That's what it is.
man.
Them a try
Juliet,
to cut
yeah.
them a push button and I try to cut off my words them. That's what it is, Paulette. True, you talk.
Yeah, the one, Juliet, about the man of the underdog. Because sit down, Juliet, the man of the underdog, I woman. Mark Hayes says too many men try to avoid child support, claiming they get jacket. Exactly, rank. Um, Anne Marie said, Mr. Leo, it happens. Women are required to pay child support. And Jackie said, you go, Michelle. Anne Marie said, no, the both salaries are looked at. So both give up to keep up with the child. Exactly. Anne Marie said, in a divorce, if the man gets custody, the woman is required to pay child support. Or if two single parents split, the father have the child or the children, the woman have to pay her support. Exactly. Leo, why are you harping on this?
I want to know
I
too.
You
want
Kill
have
your
a
jacket.
problem?
I want our
Kill your
men to
jacket. Show your
understand that
face.
it is not one way and they should take on the case because they have
Yeah,
been
they should
burned
fight.
and hurt and embarrassed and they need to put it back on the women. Believe me, please
No,
do.
I always agree with that. They do need to go to court. They do need to fight. I
Put it
100%
back
agree
on
with
them.
that. No, make nobody play you. Take them to court.
Exactly. Karen says,
The
I'm
case.
signing off now. Stay safe and enjoy your weekend, everyone. Lively discussion as usual. So she reach where she'll go. She said, reach my destination. All right, Miss Karen, good to have had you. Thanks. Lord Leo, you tired me out. Me not tell you no lie. Me head and
Because
hurt
the
me.
thing is that
You know?
I don't want people to think I disagree with Leo. I do agree with Leo. And I do think the issue is that a lot of men nowadays are looking and thinking they have no rights. But you do have rights and you have to go fight for those rights. You can't sit back and expect somebody to do it for you. You have to be proactive in your life and get it done. The law is
Wow.
fair, it's
Me not
equal.
agree with Leo. Me not telling no lie. Me not agree with Leo. Leo talk foolishness about woman must pay back money. We not pay back no money. All
You
of
know
them
what?
nights
Me
and
have a
days and
son.
all kind of silly. Me not pay back
I
none.
have a son, and to be honest, I have a son. And if no girl can't give my picnic jacket and can't tell me, say, oh, let it go, hell no.
Me
So,
nah pay back no money.
it now go somebody
Five
who call the
children mean
cookie
at
and they
least
get back your
10
money.
year, 10 year service. Wash clothes, provide breakfast, lunch and dinner, everything else for you. That the money cover that. Mark Hayes says more men need to believe what a privilege and blessing it is to be a person's father. Yes,
Yeah.
and if you recite alone, want tit for tat.
Because
Talk about
everybody
something now,
can be a
Leo. If you never talk about
father.
this no more, me I go just mad. Me I
Not
go mad.
true. Mad. Leo,
You know,
are you at
so
peace now? Are you
Me a
so
at
the,
peace
mad.
now,
I
Leo?
don't think that the men are mad at the child. I
No,
think
never
the
the child.
anger would be raging at the woman because that's where the disappointment is, the embarrassment that they've
Yeah.
endured. You know, that's where it is.
But
Mm.
the embarrassment already did it. 'Cause if your wife has sleep with one next man, everybody already laugh after you.
And Marie says, we make a good team. That is the absolute wrong thing to say because let me tell you, after me come over the show, yeah, me I sue Michelle. I am suing Michelle.
Yeah,
So
super
do not
one.
don't assume
Maintenance.
don't assume anything. Okay.
Story come to bump. Michelle, you have to go lodge your money in my account so you
Me
can
ever
find the
ready.
claim.
Me ever ready. Me ever ready.
I
Boy, let me
I
tell you.
noted this week that there's a lot of talk about crime reduction in Jamaica, and I wanted to. Have you read anything like that,
What?
Michelle?
But what?
Crime reduction.
Yeah,
I keep saying it. I
You
keep
mean
saying
reduction
it.
in the reporting of the crime
yeah.
or the instances
I
of the
said anything
crime?
about that. I said that there is a several news report that says, in fact, I'd go this far to say I took somebody on yesterday morning on X because he came on and trying to spew disinformation or misinformation that now people are safe in Jamaica because crime has reduced. It's
I did
Crazy.
see the report, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't read the report. Like I saw they're saying that it reduced for the period,
Yeah.
but it kind of really, to me, this is my opinion, hard for me to like accept it.
Yes.
Because if every time you see like regularly you see people, oh my cousin gets shot, my husband gets shot, 8 people get shot, 10 people, like
Yeah.
it kind of like
Yeah.
what are you looking at?
Is the
I
reporting
don't get
correct?
it.
You're asked. What you're actually saying is what Diana just said. Is the reporting correct?
Yeah, because I'm confused because if how would I feel safe if people literally just have played domino and they enjoy a Friday evening and somebody they
Mm.
ride up and a shoot. If me go out, even if buy jerk chicken or roast, I'm going to look left, right, and center and I look for duck and drop. So
Mm.
I don't understand how safe it is, you know?
Yeah.
People the other day, even like when they talk about like regular crime, I'm not sure if you saw the video. People went to the stadium for the soccer match. They break in all their cars, smash all the windows.
Wow.
They thought they were safe. They come back to smash, everything stolen. So how is it safe? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I guess
And
whatever
then
they're
hold
looking
on,
at,
and then as a follow up on that, there's a report within a day that says parking at this place is safe. No,
yeah,
if you read that article without knowledge of what happened the day before, you
yeah.
wonder
You
why
think say
What
you,
they're
you
talking
can't just leave your
about.
door open, right? You can leave your
exactly
door
sleep with
open.
the door open at night.
So
But let me just read these and catch up with these. Um, More men need to believe what a privilege and blessing. Mark says. Anne Marie says, you all make a wonderful team. Leo said, no, Imago Sui. Sue Michelle.
me alone
Paulette
in my
says,
fool.
some of these women need to be more careful when they are stepping out. Anne Marie
To wear
says, I see
protection.
the love, Mr. Leo. You're the one, Jean, Dr. D, easy, you're going about your business, Jean. Juliet says, yes, you all make a great team. Leo, we name team now. Team
The reason
conversation.
I brought it up is, when I saw the
Yes,
thing
Leo,
yesterday
tell us
morning
why you brought it up.
and I took that guy on, I remember just before I left Jamaica, the last election before I left Jamaica had and it's still considered the bloodiest year in Jamaica's history,
Mm.
right? And and 800 people dead that year.
Mhm.
And I think we are at 800 right
But we
now.
passed 800 times too long
Something like
time.
that, right? So, and we've been seeing 13, 14, 15, 1600 murders a year over the past 10, 12 years. And so I don't understand why someone would come. And that's why I took him on. Because I said to myself, say, unless you can show me over a 5-year period that we are going below 800, 700, 500, then I will say, things getting back to normal. But right now, there's no way that you should have said that on X, because you're incorrect, you're wrong, and you're spreading this
Well,
in black me. They say I spread
when they
this
black you.
information.
But
Mrs.
did
Lee.
he say he feels safe? Because
Hmm.
it's a
Yeah,
personal
the
thing.
people. He said Jamaicans should feel safe
The
now.
people, oh, Jamaicans should. But
Yes.
not so they're safe, should not mean it's safe. But the thing
All
is,
right,
it
let
kind of
me
work.
let
'Cause
me
even like in the same thing, just a couple before I go on, the
Actually,
same
sorry,
news,
sorry. Let me correct
the
that. He
same.
said Jamaicans are safer today. Yes.
Oh,
Something like
well,
that.
that is just nonsense. But
Yeah.
before I go on, Dr. Then I even see like right after that, there was this taxi that was trying to kidnap a woman. You see it? And the police intercepted. So it kind
No.
of like how yeah, like the women are complaining that they don't feel safe. They tax them and they take them and rape them. But I guess at that point the police are on patrol and they
Mm.
see what the taxi man do. And then a lot of people are talking about what has happened to them. So I don't know how it's safe, but it relative if you feel safe. So
Well, it could be a political ploy, and we can't allow people to respond to it's unfair to use crime numbers as a political ploy, right? It shouldn't be that we're using crime numbers. There's a report somewhere where I saw that the reporting of the crime may not be correct, meaning that the numbers are being fudged, and there was a political back and forth
well, it's alleged. Make sure you put that before
yeah,
your
that's what I'm
statement.
saying. Yeah. You're correct. And so I don't know, but the thing is, if it is, then it's wrong. If it isn't wrong to be used as the crime, the numbers in crime should be what it is, so that people can judge for themselves and use their own judgment to determine what to do when they're in the country.
Well, if I might speak,
Mm.
um, I like something called data, and so I just did a quick Google search, and there's a data point called Statista, and it
Statista.
says homicide rate in Jamaica from 2014 to 2023. And I'll tell you that homicides per 100,000 inhabitants in 2014, Jamaica had a 36.6% ranking.
Right.
In 2017, we had a 55.7% ranking.
Hmm.
In 2022, we had a 52.9% ranking. And in 2023, we had a 60.9% ranking. Okay? So just looking at that bar
This year
chart,
it's 52, but yeah, you're absolutely right. It's like
yes.
it's 52 out of every 100,000 murders.
Yeah, but it's 60.9 in 2023.
2023, that was pretty high, right?
Right. And in 2017, it was 55.7.
Yes. In 2014, it was 36.
In 20 what? 14,
14,
it
you
was
said it was
36.4.
36. Yeah.
So
Can I
I
ask a
don't know.
question?
So before,
I'm
no, no.
ignorant to it.
Yes.
All right, continue. Yeah, I'm just ignorant to it. Like when they explain the data, because people can gather data and skew it to how they want it. Do they explain how they come up with this data and how
Statista has to. It's an official
they do
record.
they
Yes, it's an
explain it? But
official
do they
report and you
explain
can find
it?
it there.
Yeah.
It
No,
says
no, for the
Jamaica is
Jamaica
considered.
Constabulary Force. Do they
No, this
explain
is
it?
not the
Like
Jamaica
why?
Constabulary First. It's an independent. I
Oh,
have gone
independent.
outside of Jamaica for real
Okay.
data. Says
Mhm.
that Jamaica
Okay.
is considered one of the most violent countries in the Caribbean and has one of the highest homicide rates in the Western Hemisphere. In
Mhm.
2023, Jamaica had the highest homicide rate in Latin America and the Caribbean with a 60.9% murder per
Per
100,000, which
100,000.
is consistent with the Statistica report. This is almost 5 times higher than the dumb rep, where 11.9 people were killed per 100,000. And this is just a region. That is a homicide rate. In terms of crime, Jamaica also experienced high levels of armed robbery and sexual assaults. The U.S. Embassy often receives reports of sexual assaults, including from U.S. citizens and tourists. So they look at it within regions. The homicide rate, which is what everybody
Mhm.
usually jump to, is really at 60.9. So
Mhm.
I don't know where them reading them data from, but
No, that's what
I don't see it.
that's where I. So in order to prove my point yesterday with the guy, I took those statistics there and post them just below his post. You know, and
All
and
right.
and then him block
Jesse,
me.
give us a round of applause. She's celebrating us as Team Jamaica. Juliet says that is misinformation. Please try again. No fudging of numbers here, please, guys, Juliet. She
Ah,
says that the data is horrible. Juliet says that. Wait, I know
But
Juliet
yeah,
did say she
but
reach her shell, or Karen said she reach her shell.
yeah, but that's the
All
thing is no. They can write all the data and so on and say how people feel actually daily walking around Jamaica. Nobody knows them feel safe. So
um
they can say all they want.
Jackie says I hear more bad news on Jamaica when I'm in the States than when I'm there in Jamaica. Yes, for no one year we not listen
because
to you.
yeah, you kind of block it out in
Yeah,
that
I
Jamaica.
block it mentally, you just block
That's
it.
Yeah,
our way of life.
yeah,
But
it's
guys,
norm.
I don't know. We have a half an hour to be positive. Monday is National Heroes Day celebration.
Who's your
What you say?
hero?
Huh? Who's my
Tell
hero?
us about your hero, people. Tell us
Both,
about
both,
your
both in
hero.
Jamaica and in America.
What we have to
Well,
differentiate?
Because more know who it is your.
well, Kamala is my hero in America.
All right, go get that show.
Our family come from a struggle and she reached 4-4. Obama is my hero in America. Me even like the Bush, not the father Bush, the other Bush. Me like him as a hero because him transcend the political barriers. Um, and me like Meryl Streep, she my hero in Open
That's a
America.
lot.
Just so funny and thing.
Well, apart Anne Marie, but my hero is Leo.
Yeah.
And Mary Blocker.
Black Arson. But I know you're listing all these people as your hero. But my hero will forever and will always be my mother. She's the only hero
Well,
I
let
have,
me
the
tell
only
you.
person I look up to, the only person I aspire to be is my mother. Just like her before I leave this earth.
Yes.
That's just
And
me.
I agree with you. My mother is forever my hero and everybody else is hero. And in fact, her birthday was the 16th May. She continued
Uh,
to rest in peace. And we were just joking about her in the family chat. But it goes without saying, man, my mother, them are always with hero. Don't it, Leo? Your mother not forever your hero. Forever with hero, Michelle. You never compare
never.
your mother with nobody else.
Yeah.
Mother is
But I
forever.
don't think that's where the question that you asked though. You were asking
No, so
outside of your
I assume mothers to be hero, but
because
No,
that's
but she's my
not,
hero because she has laid the foundation of what it is to be of service to people, but
yes.
also live a fulfilling life. Like even years after she's dead, people are still talking about the good work and how she has impacted their life. When I leave this earth, I want to be remembered for that.
You want to
I
have
want to
that
make
impact.
my mark. Yeah, so that's
And you
my
want to
hero.
get OD out of Jamaica and OJ
But
too.
not
You want
necessarily need the OD because she never really cared about those accolades. She just did it because she wanted to see people prosperous and to be successful. That's why she was a teacher. So she
yeah.
did her part. So those accolades mean nothing. Never work towards that. Get it, but don't do things just because you want a
So
reward.
don't be driven by that. That mustn't be your driving
Yeah,
force.
it shouldn't be a driving force. Helping others should be. And that's why she would be my hero. Like, yeah, all of these people good, but to me, she's my hero.
Okay. Well, but people that get OD down there first time anyway,
Listen,
me never
we
bother
don't
about
even
it.
know if they give it meaningful. So why you do it again? It's like, but
Leo, who
anyway,
is your
congratulations
hero?
to all.
I have two people in Jamaica that I respect highly.
Oh, thank you. So kind of you,
Not
Leo.
not because and 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 and
It's not you, Dr. Diana.
it's because that they go against the grain. Even though they are political people,
Definitely not me.
let me tell you, Diana, even when he wrong me, he will always be my one of my best friends. Yeah? That
Oh,
Diana can't go wrong, right? There is no doubt about it. But we not talk about that. We talk about somebody
so me
who,
and a best friend too.
yeah, man, but you don't live America.
Oh,
You live America. There are two people that I hold high if you're talking about hero status
Yeah.
because they when they speak, it doesn't matter what people think.
yeah.
And they are Alfred Dawes
The
and
doctor.
Mm-hmm.
yes, and um and Crawford.
I'm not even gonna say Crawford. I knew you were gonna say Crawford,
Yeah.
but that is true. I
Th-
agree with
Those
you
are
with
my
that one.
two favorite Jamaican in terms of because guess why? It doesn't matter if they piss off their own party people, they are going to say what they feel and what they
And
believe.
what is right?
Mm.
That
What
is
is
true.
right? What is right? And I have because everybody else plays politics. They play politics because they want to win a seat and they want to do this and that. I don't see those two people that way, right?
Mm.
I see those two people as speaking their mind, and it didn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the other people feel.
Mm.
In America, would you believe it that the person that I like most today because she surprised me as because she's holding her own against all and everything. And I don't know what will change later on, right? But right now, Kamala
Oh
has
my God.
my my respect,
Respect, man.
not because she's a candidate, not because she's, but because when I saw her in the what you call it again, the debate,
Mm-hmm.
she surprised the hell out of me by how firm she was and how she held her own against somebody who I thought she would have run her over. Right?
Yeah.
And she has kept that up because I watch her speeches regularly. And she has been the same person that I mean, I watch her talk against some hecklers recently. And I'm saying to myself, I did not know that about her. And so she has surprised the hell out of me because I known her since I was in California when she was running
Oh,
for
really?
what do they call it, attorney general.
General.
All right?
But did you see, not to cut you off, but did you see how she responded to that Fox guy who was in the interview?
No, but I'm
You never
just
see
saying
that?
that
Oh
she's
my
my
God.
hero
You would
today.
love her more. You would
Eh,
love her
and
more.
and I'm not taking any little, any clip. I'm just saying how I feel about how she has made me believe in who she is and what she's done over the past couple of months. That's my hero for now. That's it.
All right, so those are your heroes. We're celebrating that.
Mm.
And I'll share perhaps though my heroes in Jamaica and two people I figure deserve acknowledgement and celebration are Ambassador Audrey Marks.
Yes.
She stands her corner. She's very principled on things, and she's a quiet voice that is making a lot happen. And Senator Donna Scott Motley are just two women who just jump out for me. And if you're going to give people hero status, outside of Miss Lou and Bob Marley, these would have to be my heroes. This
You are
ex-
on Bob Marley too, like me?
yeah, me the pan Bob long time. Me sit down,
Oh,
but me I go with Miss Lou first. Woman,
no.
right? Michelle Clap Clap says, my hero is Leo, said Anne Marie before she sobered up.
Yeah,
And
thank
Marie, they
you,
look
Anne-Marie.
smutty.
He makes you sit down
Thank
there.
you,
Don't say
Anne-Marie.
me man to
I
Leo.
jealous, I jealousy that, yeah, Anne-Marie.
Paulette,
That the response there.
Paul,
A jealousy, yeah? All right,
Paulette
that's a
Chambers
jealousy.
says, my hero is my dad, Solomon Chambers, 95 years old. Wow.
Yeah.
My mom is also
Wow.
my hero, Miss Idris, and she passed, so rest in peace. Um, Jackie says, my big brother was my hero. May his soul rest in peace. And Mary says, you are my heroes. You are no shall come a kiss up now. Parents are heroes. I admire you all. My hero is my grandmother. Speaking your
Don't let us
truth.
bully you, Anne Marie. Don't let us bully you.
Let us bully you, Anne Marie. Let us bully you. Speaking her truth and being fair and respecting both sides of the platform makes you all my hero. Kamala is awesome. She shows women we are on the rise. We should not back down.
Yeah.
Yes, true, true, says Lorraine. Hey, Lorraine says she's strong, smart. Me love her. She traced Brett, says
I'm
Lorraine.
telling you, you
Brett
need to watch
thought
it,
he was
Leo.
going to get her and he found out. He was
Yeah?
rude and kept interpreting her and she shut him up. Woo!
Shut him up with a finger. Mm-mm. Let me correct you with that lie.
Ah!
He stood strong until he has to apologize after. Now he's saying, like, I was wrong, like what he did. So,
Mm-hmm.
see? Shut her down,
You
shut
go
him down.
You
Kamala to
know,
the world.
um, I do like the fact that to see, I wrote something. Let me tell you what I wrote last night. That's
You
so
can't write your see? I say,
I
oh my
write,
God,
I
this
write,
man have a lot
I
of
constantly
time.
write. I write every day.
How is that right?
I wrote, uh, sorry, I'm going to read it just one second. Okay. In November 2020, the people of America spoke with their votes, and the President Trump forget that those truths. He's obviously forgetting it. And in those truths, America, back in 200 years ago, 300 years ago, in parts of our constitutional um, uh, talk or regular I'm an American talk, it says from one of our previous presidents says we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal,
Mm-hmm.
that all are endowed by their creator with certain inalienable rights,
High
that among all
Constitution.
these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness,
Happiness.
that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever all form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it. and to institute a new government. And I think that Mr. Trump forgot that the people abolished his regime, his administration. I think, I think he is still forgetting. However, the one thing that I know about the people of this great nation is that although one man will forget, the rest of the country will not forget. In whatever way they seemingly support Donald Trump before the election, their good conscience, the love for their country, and the understanding of right and wrong will guide their ballot on the day they vote. They will vote to retain the solid history on which this country was built. And they will vote to secure the future and their children, or the future of their children and their children's children. I trust that they will. And I truly believe that on the day, no matter what you see all of these noise people making right now, when they go to that booth to vote, majority of them it will change their thought prior to election and vote the way that this country, they believe this country should go. And they know that Trump is not the right leader and they're not going to put him in office. That's what I believe. Truly, truly believe that things are not the way that you make that the media make it sound right now. But we'll see at the end. That's what I wrote last night.
Quite pointed,
And
and
interesting.
almost um, inherently biased, but it's your opinion.
When I say bias, my
Yes,
personal opinion.
me know, but
That's
you
not how
still
we
you said that
feel.
it yes, but it's perhaps biased, and I'm enjoying the bias in it. Um, but we but I still going to say it inherently biased because one is a Jamaican woman, two is woman, three is just this growth that him seeing that him don't see elsewhere, or him want to see somewhere else and him not seeing it. But it's a wonderful article. Did you share it?
No, man, me just write it. Like, me don't even edit it yet.
Okay.
So I'll
All
share
right.
it later on with everybody.
We're not a political page. You could vote for whoever you want. Just do that disclaimer. We're not telling you who to vote for. Okay,
I don't
people?
know. I seem to have lost my stream on my laptop here. I don't know what
You
I do to look.
did.
So,
Yeah,
guys,
but that
birthday
is
greetings
good
or
though.
anything else? We have the last 15 minutes to talk about birthdays and send greetings.
Or we could talk about Michelle Boo. What do
I
you
will
want to know
talk
about
about
me?
Mishibu.
There's nothing. But what are your plans for the holiday on Monday?
um, well, I usually would sleep in late, so I'm going to sleep in late.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have some reading to do. I'm going to do that, and then at mid morning, I'm going to attend a celebratory lunch for one of the recipients of an award, and then later in the day, I have a second recipient to attend that celebration. So it's going
You
to be
know, I was
celebratory.
invited.
Hmm? Pardon?
I was invited to another person who got this award too. The OD, whatever. I just remembered. Anyway, we
Yes.
can't travel go to Jamaica for nothing. Continue.
So I'll have those two from midday down to the rest of the day, um, and then back to the grind on Tuesday.
Read some
But
of
it
that
kind
comment
of
because
weird
I was enjoying that one a while ago.
because
What's that?
about Leo. It must be about
No,
Leo. But
no,
let's
man.
read.
She said something about you are all something like that, but she hasn't done anything all morning.
I said, my husband put her out. I picking them put her. Like I said, for some reason I've lost. I don't even know if you've seen me or what, because I've lost the feed. I know that I
I'm
hear
seeing
everyone,
you.
but I'm
Let me
not.
try to read some of them. Lorraine said, him to lie. He meant to play that clip. Bert is a liar. Leo, you have to watch it. Lorraine said, my parents came to this country with nothing and worked hard to send to college. My daddy, rest in peace, Cecile Dunkley, and mom struggling with Parkinson's, Lynette Dunkley, my heroes. Juliet says, truth, Mr. Leah, say it again. Lauren said, Pray Trump don't win. Anne Marie said, like one reel was showing, the man said the opposing party in trouble because Kamala is three women in one. LOL, Indian, Afro-American, and Jamaican. Mr. Leah, that sound good on paper at times, but not in reality. As long as they don't rig the election, the people speak through the votes. Mr. Leah should run for office, Vice President Dr. D and Minister of Social and Economic Integration, Michelle. All people said, you all have me hooked on this program. I haven't done anything in my house and to get ready to go to work soon. Good job, guys. You keep me informed and entertained.
You know,
Prudence said, that orange man is crazy, crazy. Anne Marie said, I love this. You're busy, Dr. Diana. God bless you all. Lorna said, President Carter voted already. I voted for Harris Thursday. Yeah, I need to do early voting to
yeah, I think
ensure.
that's the best way to do, because because I believe that this election you're going to see a lot of people come out to vote. I'm telling you, on that day, they're going to have record numbers.
Yeah, they
Seriously,
are.
because this election is about, to me, either you choose to retain America as you know it for the past 300-400 years, or you're going to choose a brand new path that looks like something else that you are uncomfortable with. You might be uncomfortable with, and so people are going to come out to vote because it's racked up to be that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's racked up. Diana says,
Oh,
"Oh,
she's
she's backstage."
backstage.
All right, all right. Let me see if I can bring you in.
We're having too much fun.
Yeah, Diana.
Welcome
Eh?
back. Welcome back. Oh, you have
Thank you
white
very.
Jesus in your house.
Me always have it,
With
it's
all we have learned, you have a
how you
white
look at
Jesus in
it.
your house.
Depending on how you look at it, you see either the Sacred Heart or you see the.
Oh,
All right, let me fix by myself.
no,
Yeah,
I'm in the
come down a
middle.
little bit more.
It's
Yeah, there
all
you go.
centered around me. I'm in the middle.
The whole world revolves around you.
It revolves around me.
Me did that take on a picture because me need to take picture for the
Oh,
page next
our
week.
website. Oh, people follow our page. We have a new
Oh yes, you know, tell the
page.
people them say we're going to a new page.
Tell them, Diana.
All right. So we are moving to another Facebook page and it's called Conversations Live. So just look for it. So rather than look for Jamaicans.com, go to Conversations Live and then we'll find us as of next week. We might do a little test run Tuesday even, we're not so sure, but
It will
definitely.
be
So we can
nice.
stay longer in in that space. We can go whole day if we want. We can keep show up on it. We can run movie. But on a Saturday, you will find us on Conversations Live on Facebook, not necessarily Jamaicans.com. So we will keep dropping. It's fine time we move out and we own though. Me like own. So make us see how what kind of traction and what we can build out of it. It was, you know, something that I kind of figured would be useful for us. We don't have nothing to lose. So guys, just share it, like it. Remember, it's we same one on a team on Conversations Live, not Jamaicans.com Facebook page, but Conversations Live Facebook page.
So, okay, I don't want to be like, I don't know what's happening,
No, you're not
but
gonna be
just
like
is
that. You're
me.
not gonna be like that. So okay.
I was not a part of the chat, but
I,
we're
I,
not
I
gonna be on
I think she said it
Jamaicans.com.
wrong. I think she said it wrong.
Yeah,
I
you
think.
said very wrong. We will still have some streaming, but the emphasis is on our page, okay?
Yes,
So
yes.
we will
We'll be
share
Okay,
to
here.
them, but
okay,
we
We're not
stream
gonna worry.
that's
We'll
live
still be
from
here.
ours
okay.
and we
You
can
clear it
share to
up.
them.
I can clear it up. You clear it up because I'm confused. Like what?
Right. So the
You
origin,
see?
the authentic go to first stop is Conversations Live, and we can share it anywhere we want to share it.
Okay, you see how
um,
people can misinterpret stuff and people not clear. That's why I always ask for clarity. I'm
yeah,
ready for cussing it out right now.
yeah. We,
So your head
but
still.
one thing I like with Diana doing now. Diana, anytime she reads something
Eh,
in America, we say .com, not to imply cum, cum, where it's between two people. The
It's
.com
going.
is is
Where's this
is
going?
is for the general public. Me don't know which part she get this .com thing, right? It's
It's a Jamaican thing. We don't speak straight.
it's,
My
it's
Christian mind
we don't
will
have
not go in the
dot
gutter.
All right. So let me
.com.
let me let me just keep on all centered.
Eh,
Lauren says vote early, and she throw up the blooper on a blue. She say President Carter voted early. I voted for Harris Thursday. This one she. I love this. You're busy, Dr. Diana. God bless you all. I then Anna, you're not busy too. The orange man, somebody talk about the orange man. True, sweet conversations live, says Lorraine. Yes, because you went into the Miggle, Michelle. That's what happened when people in the Miggle. It's conversation live with Dana and Leo. Yes, look for it and we'll find it, like the page and share it. Claudette Jennings, she said, good morning. How shall I come from this house? Explain up yourself. Leo Lord, says Lorraine. Mark said, need to add your names to get the right link because there are other conversations live.
oh,
Michelle,
we only
if
have
you
one
find it and share
conversation.
in our chat because of one conversations live
And
in
it will
and
say
two.
Leo. It will say Diana, Michelle, and Leo too on
Yes.
there. Because I
I don't think I have it.
Tell them you're Jamaican. They want Claudette to help you out. Michelle, you must say you're Jamaican. Yes, exactly. Me a Jamaican. That's how we talk Jamaican.
Oh,
But
I am
Claudette, where you come from? This
Jamaican.
hours. I'm from morning with there,
we did.
doing house chores. House chores do after. Or you do the house chores while you listen and comment and talk. You know much things we talk about. Leo complain how him have to pay maintenance for 5 picking and only for find out say no fee pinning them and he want back in money. We set him
And
say
me
can't
and me
get
really makes about that too.
rendered.
We do really
Enough things we cover over this morning, so you have to go watch it later. I want to say Leo, say not true.
I me said it. Me did really makes about it too.
Oh, this makes about it.
I'm telling you, even they carry one big belly. My
Hey,
God.
Lord, I can't
Oh my
belly.
God, me did a breathe.
Belly
I
for the
tell you.
whole away. Because we may not agree with him. But anybody having birthdays or greetings, want to send shout out to anybody, or you have a piece of poetry you want me
Well,
to
we have a
read?
couple of people on. There's Claudette Jennings and also Teresa Townsend. And maybe because I'm not reading, I've not seen those names for a while. So I
Claudette,
just,
then Claudette, I tell you how you come from Clarendon last week.
I know
And
Claudette
we
did
talk
that
about the
one.
party and how the green chat
Yeah,
party nice.
yeah.
You know, remember?
Regal, Jesus and peace. Good morning, Claudette. How are you, my love?
And she in New York.
See you
Teresa
suck up.
Townsend,
See
a
you
long
suck up
time
in
I
it. I
care
make
about
mistake.
your comments.
Teresa Townsend. Good morning to you, Teresa. She said, hello. Michelle Harris.
Michelle Harris. What every time people say Harris, we text me and say, Michelle, why should you remind me of you with your finger pointing? I'm like, maybe it's a Jamaican thing.
Oh
Nah.
my God. So yeah, I think we had a good time this morning. I had a really, really good time having the discussion. And we didn't have to be rushing this morning. Did you notice that? We didn't
Yeah.
have to be
And we
rushing
still
through the
have to
topic.
rush for we have to rush for you upon the other one. If you never did upon Jamaicans.com, we would not feel rush and we have to rush off.
Oh, the Jamaicans that come, right?
We have to rush off because we depend if we did depend we only a page and go on with the thing we could have gone.
Yeah. Last week we did pretty good. It was a great discussion, and I felt really good coming off the show. And I think I'll feel just the same way coming off this show this week. But I want to say thanks to all of the people who have supported us over the years. Lord of mercy, thank you. Without we don't have a conversation now because every time none of us come to this show with a plan, right?
Not
We
at
don't come
all.
here with a plan at all, at all, at all. And so when you speak to us, when you make comments, it cause we think. And when we think, we chat. That is how our show goes. We don't come here with any me not have no people around me. Me not no people around me. Okay? And I
That
definitely do
is
not
true.
have anything on any computer doing any. All me do is come and me say, morning Diana, morning Michelle, and then it goes off on the different topics. And anything will come up in our mind, that's what we talk about. And that's how our show goes. Unless Diana had a plan. Me don't know about it. But
Me nah no plan. Everybody knows say me no come here with no plan. For me nah no plan. Life too short for a plan. The only thing me plan for read one piece of poetry in front of from Miss Lou. But me never even plan a which piece so me can't find none for
but
read. So me I
you know,
Google now for find
But I
find
guess
piece.
Leo satisfies that element because he read us his piece. So don't
oh,
pressure
hey,
yourself.
yeah,
So don't
Michelle.
pressure yourself.
Michelle
All
get
right, so me
bright
have,
and
thank
smart.
you very much
No,
for me.
no.
They
I
are
know I'm
struggling. I'm
smart.
living. Look, I try find one piece of poem for read for you. Oh, Johnny De La Plata is here. Is this
Hello,
by
Johnny.
some
It's
Jamaicans?
not a sub of Jamaicans that come. Rather, it's a different page. It's
Okay.
You're the
conversation.
one Anne Marie asked who is from Clarendon, but it's not easy. We come from Clarendon, and
But me tell you,
Claudette
say
come from Clarendon.
my
Leo
grandfather come
come
from
from the St.
Clarendon.
Mary, and
My
Michelle come
grandfather
from
come from
Trelawney,
Clarendon. But my grandfather come from Clarendon.
and
No,
Michelle
no, no.
grandfather come from
Let me
Clarendon. So
tell,
you know
let me
that Clarendon
correct it.
first
I
love.
am not originally from Trelawney, although I love it. I'm from St. James. I grew up in Trelawney.
Michelle mix up.
I grew up in Trelawney. I'm from St. James. And my
Michelle is
grandfather is from
from
Clarendon.
St. James, grew up in Trelawney, of Clarendon
Descent. Yeah.
grandparentage.
Yeah.
I am from Clarendon. No story. Leo
And
is
that's why her
from
father
St.
named it
Mary.
on her birth certificate.
No
And that's why her
story.
father named it because you don't know which part in born, whether Upper Clarendon or Trelawney or whatever, St. James.
Hey, Anne Marie says she come from give me my bit. Me no give me my bit.
Oh, me no, give him a bit.
Me no give me my bit. But me
Where's
think we
Gimme
used to have
Gibby?
one teacher
Oh,
from
but
down
I
at
thought that
give
was
me a
the
bit
top of
name is
Trelawney.
Thomas.
That's not the
Me
top of
used to work.
Trelawney.
No,
Give me my bit
wait
Oh,
a
is
bit.
done.
that's south.
Wait
Huh?
a bit. No, wait
Let's
a
wait
bit.
a
That
bit. Let's wait a bit.
yeah.
Okay. Give me maybe the
Give me
south of
See,
Trelawney. South
give me
of
a bit. Wow, I
Clarendon.
need to visit there.
Give me my
South.
bit is Karen is sent.
South.
Joni says
Yeah.
Looking
looking
gorgeous,
gorgeous, Michelle.
Michelle. And look at me have so much
Show, love it.
insecurity about my
By the way,
hairstyle.
by the way, me
Thank you.
born at St. Mary. And me grew up at St. Mary. And the only place where me know where me live is St. Mary. So
That's not true. You lived in
Make a man
St. James
talk
for a
after
period
him
of
life.
time.
oh,
No,
my
it
God,
is a
call
lie,
that
but I'm gonna
that
correct him.
true.
He went to
That
college
true.
in
That
St.
true.
James,
That
and
true.
then you
My
had
God.
your first child in
That
St.
true.
James.
Right.
But he was born
Two
at
of
the
them. Two of
hospital
them. Two
there.
of
I
them.
was born.
Two
Yeah.
of them. Two of them. Yeah.
So see, me listen, me know your business.
Ah.
Whoa, story gone abroad. Yes.
Woo! Me say me can't
Claudette
tell
said
a
me
lie. Me
born
chat
under
too
Maple
damn
Clock.
much.
She born under Maple Clock. Lana said then no come from Manchester. We work at Manchester. Then that no fair enough. Anne Marie said
Really?
Field is near for me know where give me a bit there. And I have whole heap of
Yeah,
farming
you
down
know
there.
they're too far from Farquhar Beach. Farquhar Beach. Farquhar,
No name
whatever.
no Farquhar. Oh, my
Farquhar
test the
Beach.
Farquhar.
What's it called?
Farquhar.
Farquhar.
Baka Beach.
Farquhar
it's a
Beach.
it's spelled
Know
Farquhar.
that beach.
Farquha, something like that. And the Q in it.
AR. Farquhar. No Farquhar.
No, you pronounce the qua.
You pronounce it like Clarendon people. Farquhar
Farquhar.
Beach. Farquhar.
Farquhar. Farquhar. The Black Sand Beach, right?
So somebody name is Farquharson. Farquharson.
And it's not
You know,
Farquhar,
no
right?
Farquharson.
Oh,
Farquharson.
okay. So that's a Black Sand Beach. Remember they have one. They have food down there now. They have the best damn fish down there now. Me go down there go eat fish one day, and me I tell you say are the best fish me ever eat.
Actually, you never go
Farquhar,
down.
I
Actually,
mean
you never go
Farquhar
down to
Beach.
Rocky Point. And if you got Rocky,
They have
the
one Rocky
fish.
Point too?
What? You
Yeah.
know, remember say one ship, one plane did come in a Rocky.
I don't know Rocky. So
Mm.
fish down there. Eh?
What man?
No one go see the plane
Fish,
too.
nice.
So
Don't
the
mess
next
up.
time I come to Jamaica, more go see the plane. Guys supposed to salt up and rust you up now, but
Yeah,
more
I
I'm
can't
going
take
there go
picture
see
against
them.
a plane. If you're not gone from, I don't know if they have regular flight. Me don't know. Me don't know.
Ah, that was that was 3 years or 4 years ago, right? That was during
Well, Lear Lawton said he used to live in a gimme me bit. You see story come to bomb Anne Marie. So Lawton Wilkinson say I used to then when you don't live down a gimme bit, you used to work a bauxite or sugar. Joni says, where are you now, Leo?
me,
In all over the place.
me there all over me there between Florida and Canada.
In there, California.
Or California. Next week I'm going to California, by the way.
So
I'll
next
be in
week, Saturday,
California.
you're going to be on from California?
I'll be on from California on Saturday.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Marquez say him born at St. Mary too.
Oh, is that right?
At a
Good
bang
man.
too.
Good man.
Jackie says she born at St. Elizabeth and she grew up at town. That's correct, Dan. Says Claudette. Milk River Bath. Yes, man,
Yes.
we got
Right
Milk River
fast
Bath
milk
too.
river there, so.
Lord gosh. Rocky Point, man, and name fishing on a Rocky, you know, name fish yet. Michelle, you know them things there.
No, I
No,
don't. And I feel
poor
bad
thing.
because I really need to explore the island.
Yes.
I do. I need to take a tour. And every year you guys
Oh,
promise to do a tour.
but you
And
don't come to Jamaica. When
nothing.
you come to Jamaica, let me tell the people. She come at Jamaica. She called and she said, "Dr. Diana, I'm coming to Jamaica and I'm going to spend some time with you." Well, let me tell them, I draw from a pot. I'm a boil my food, you know. I say, "Yeah, Michelle, I come. I go sit down and lavish." When Michelle come, you see how she dress up? She come dressed titivate to the neck. Come in, and the first thing she said, "Dr. Diana, not stay long, you know, just really come to say hi."
So she
Michelle,
actually come for you?
she come,
We
she,
had
she
Oh,
come,
dinner.
she know, and she come in through the door and she sit down. By the time her backside could have dropped on the chair, she tell me, say she ready.
oh, poor
Hmm?
thing. She
And so
never,
she have
she
a
never
nerve to
even
say,
taste no
come look for
fritters
me. She don't
down.
come for me.
In taste any fritters?
But no, but next time when I come here, I stay one whole night.
Mm-hmm. That time me
Whole
out
night.
clean out the room, you know, Leo. You know me love clean out the room. Put
Exactly.
saltfish for soak for me. Say me if I gonna make fritters for her next morning. For me the one she go say she no get no fritters. Let me tell you, the man, but he don't even lick the chair yet. She said me, oh, she ready.
Yeah.
Paulette says, my dad is from St. Mary. Anne Marie said, never know, it may be a way to reconnect and find people. Dr. Diana, you onto something great. How we think about it? Lawton says he went to Vere Technical High School and he lived down in Gimme a Bit. Very good.
Uh,
Joni's asking me to inbox her with the Conversations Live link. Anne Marie says, I have aunts and uncles who went to Vertex, Small World, City and Home reunion. And there's a guy who joins here, Clive Robinson. He lived down in Ver Hayes and he went to Ver Technical, but that's another story.
So
We
we
have
want to say
lots of
thank you
family
guys
members
for
living
joining the
with
show
it.
this morning. Thank you so much for joining the show. And I know that it's you put up with a lot because me make noise, Michelle make noise,
And
and
Diana is sobering,
Diana was quiet. She was sleeping.
well,
But I thank you
as
anyway for
overwhelmed.
putting up with us until yeah, we might be on Tuesday night for a test on
Yes,
Conversation Live.
yes,
Look out for us. We'll send out a calendar item. So thank you so
yes.
much. Have a nice day. Bye bye
Thank
now.
bye
you.
everyone.